Lumberjack basketball on 1240 KOFE, your home for Lumberjack sports. Welcome to the countdown to tip-off. We want to thank our Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsors. If not for them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now live with your countdown to tip-off, here's Tim Parrish. Go Lumberjacks!
And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as we get set for Lumberjack boys basketball tonight. Your St. Mary's Lumberjacks hosting the Priest River Spartans in non-league action this evening. We are just about 6 minutes away from the opening tip of the JV boys game, and the varsity boys game will follow this one as well. And I forgot to plug into the NFHS network, so we should be there as well with you guys. So hopefully that is there and live for everybody. Let's see here. I was just saying we're about 6 minutes away from the opening tip of the Lumberjack JV game against the Priest River Spartans. Real quick before we get into this, we do have an update on state tournament locations and timing, and I want to get this out to you. This comes from the Idaho High School Activities Association. There has been a few changes for girls and boys basketball. The 1A D1, 1A D2 tournaments will begin a day earlier and end a day earlier than the other state tournaments. So the girls basketball tournament for 1A D1 is February the 17th to the 19th. The championship game will be the 19th at the Ford Idaho Center. The boys basketball tournament for 1A D1 and D2 will be starting March the 3rd through the 5th. The championship games will be on March the 5th at the Idaho Ford Center. 5A, 4A, 3A, 2A tournament dates have not changed. The sites for girls state tournaments: 5A at the Ford Idaho Center, 4A at Mountain View High School, 3A at Middleton High School, 2A at Bishop Kelly, the 1A and at Columbia High School, 1A D2 at Nampa High School. The boys tournament sites: 5A at the Ford Idaho Center, 4A at Rocky Mountain, 3A at Columbia High School. 2A this year will be Eagle High School instead of Capitol High School. The 1A D1 will be at Valley View, and the 1A D2 will be at Caldwell. All four classifications in wrestling will be a one-day and one-site tournament format. They'll be at the Ford Idaho Center in Nampa. 5A and 4A classifications will be on Friday, February the 26th. 3A and 2A classifications on February the 27th. Cheer and dance. All competition will be in person and conducted by classification in sessions at the Ford Idaho Center in Nampa. Cheer competition Friday, March the 19th. Dance competition Saturday, March the 20th. And debate will be debate will be held in a virtual format via tab room. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but that is how the debate competitions will be held. So there's an update on your state tournament information for this year. We will go over that again later on in the broadcast, hopefully, if I remember and have time. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back.
Life can throw you curveballs, but your P1FCU debit account can help keep you moving. P1FCU Perks, powered by Bazing, offers 24/7 roadside assistance. This debit card fixes flats. Does your card do that? Open a P1FCU Preferred debit account in minutes at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Only available with P1FCU Preferred, insured by NCUA.
If you're hungry, need gas, or want an ice-cold beverage, stop by 10th Street Super Stop in St. Mary's. But if you're looking for chicken food, dog food, or farm supplies, stop by XXX Feeds. That's right, 10th Street Super Stop has you covered if you're looking for a tasty, fast breakfast in the morning, a hot lunch at noon, or a tank of gas and an ice-cold drink from their large selection of beverages. Stop by and see Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Super Stop in St. Mary's.
If it's farm supplies and pet feed you need, go see Triple X Feeds. That's 10th Street Superstop in St. Mary's. Brent's Electric is a family-owned operated business right here in St. Mary's. With 36 years of electrical experience, Brent's Electric has been serving all of North Idaho since 1996. From new construction to renovation, Brent's Electric can help. Give them a call today at 208-245-5725. That's 208-245-5725. Brent's Electric in St. Mary's.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home shop? You can call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing.
Tim Parrish back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. JV boys basketball getting ready to get under from Lumberjack Gymnasium. And we've got a Priest River Spartans here in St. Mary's. The last game against these two teams, the Lumberjack JV boys came away with a victory 58-13. Their last game for the Lumberjack boys JV was a win over Orofino in Orofino on Saturday. They are sitting with an 11-0 record on the season, a very strong season for the Lumberjack JV boys. In that last game against the Priest River Spartans, the leading scorer for the Spartans JV team, there was actually a tie with Ethan Korf. He had 5 points, and Gunnar Fitzmaurice, who had 5 points. Briley Michaelis had 2, and Jade Best had 1. For the Lumberjacks, leading in scoring, Tyler Renner had 14 points. Trace Wicks had 5 assists. Wyatt Holmes had 9 rebounds. And steals, it was 6 steals apiece for Connor Wolf and Trace Wicks in that game against Priest River. So the Lumberjack JV had a strong showing against Priest River the first time these two teams met. And the Spartans are looking to change that here this time around. Waiting to see who comes out on the floor for the Lumberjacks and for Priest River. Ethan Korf. Oh, I don't have a number 21 on my roster for Priest River JV. Let's see if there is one on there. There is not one on that roster either. So I do not have a number 21. Seeing who we got going here. Number 10, that is Shane Gamber. Number 11, Carson Hughes. Number 5, Bradley Gleason. That is the starters for Priest River. Lumberjacks control the opening tip. Jared Badgett, Tyler Renner, Wyatt Holmes are going to get a three-point shot on the way from Wicks. It is no good. Rebound goes to the Spartans. Going to get the three-point shot on the way by Wicks, was no good. The rebound was to the Spartans. Badgett, though, gets a steal. And Badgett lays it up and in for the Lumberjacks. Bringing it back the other way for the Spartans, trying to feed it down inside is number 10. That is Gamber. That ball is kicked by St. Mary's. It'll stay with the Spartans down here on the near side of the floor. Lumberjacks in the white, Spartans in their black and orange. Wyatt Holmes sporting a new hairdo out there. Going to have the ball up top. That is the Gleason. Have the ball in the corner. Now back to the top. Swinging around to the left side into the hands of Ethan Korf. Now they look inside, back to the top, around the horn. Three-point shot on the way. It is long. The rebound went to Renner. Lumberjacks have the ball up top. Jared Badgett control. Down inside of the post. Now back to the top to Badgett. Badgett's going to drive. Kicks it out to the wing to Wicks. Wicks, three-pointer on the way. It is in and out. And the rebound goes to the Spartans. Lumberjacks on defense. Still 2-0. Lumberjacks lead early first period. JV basketball. Over to the wing. Now driving. Kicks the ball back out to the left wing. Three-point shot on the way. That one is going to fall in for Ethan KOFE. And it's a one-point lead for the Spartans. First lead change of the game, 3-2. And this time the Lumberjacks have it. Jared Batt going to try to feed it inside to Renner, who he thought maybe was going to cut into the paint. Instead, it's going to be a turnover by Badgett, as nobody was there to get the ball. Lumberjacks into a press. Spartans trying to get it across the timeline. They finally get it right to the edge. It's going to be deflected back into the backcourt. And Jared Badgett jumps the pass, gets the steal, and the Lumberjacks reset the offense. Trace Wicks has it over to, they get it into Holmes and right back out to Wicks. Wicks takes the three and he makes that one. Two lead changes. We get a steal by Badgett. Badgett tries to put up a shot. It's no good. The rebound goes to the Spartans. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Priest River as the Lumberjacks putting on pressure in the backcourt. It is 5-3 early first period. Lumberjack JV and Priest River JV will be back.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is looking for volunteers and active members to participate in the many activities the Booster Club does in support of our Lumberjacks. Lumberjack Booster Club provides much appreciated support to Lumberjack sports programs and is always looking for new active members and new ideas. The Booster Club is currently in need of new officers as well as volunteers to help with the Hall of Fame banquet and auction, spirit building, senior nights, and more. Anyone interested can contact Lynn Masterson at 208-68-1802 or just come to a meeting at the fire station.
And we are back after that quick timeout taken by Priest River. 5:18, Lumberjack JV leads 5-3. Inbounding will be Gunnar Fitzmaurice for the Spartans. Going to try to get it in, but it's going to be a steal by Badgett. And we're going to get a foul down in the short corner. The foul goes against the Spartans. It goes against Fitzmaurice. That is his first and the team's first. 5-3 Lumberjack lead. Wicks looking to get it in. He's going to go up to Renner. Renner with the alley-oop, and Renner puts it in just from inside the free throw line. 4-point lead. Lumberjacks' biggest lead so far. There's been two lead changes as the Spartans took the lead for a moment. Fitzmaurice brings it down right side, goes to the short corner to number 21. 21 tries to penetrate. We get a foul call, and that foul goes against St. Mary's. That foul goes against Holder. Holder and Holmes comes out. In is Freddie Plant. Seth Swallows, I think, are the only changes. Spartans have the ball. Right side of the floor, now to the left, or actually more to the top of the key. Now back around the horn right side, into the hands of Carson Hughes. Going to get a steal on the pass as Wicks keeps the pass. Drives, the shot is no good. The rebound, though, by Badgett. And Badgett is able to hit the putback. Lumberjacks lead 9-3. Again, the Lumberjacks pressing at midcourt. Spartans get it across. Now they find a cutter coming down the floor on the right side of the blocks. That was Carson Hughes. Now they swing it out to the corner. Back to Hughes on the wing. Hughes takes it to the top of the key. Now he picks up his dribble, guarded by Badgett. Swings over to Fitzmaurice, left side. Fitzmaurice drives down to the corner. Now he picks up his dribble, goes to the blocks. Penetrating was the 24, Jade Best. Can't get anywhere with it. And Jake Bass is going to get traveled. Seth Swallows comes out. J.J. High in for St. Mary's. St. Mary's taking the ball the other way. Over to Badgett. Badgett, top of the key, swings it over to Plant. Plant, left side, takes it to the top of the key, goes to Badgett, who's now on the left side. Badgett looks into the post, and that's going to be Renner. The shot is missed. The rebound, though, was taken by High. High gets it out to Badgett. Badgett takes the three. It doesn't go. St. Mary's gets another rebound. Renner misses a bucket, but he's going to draw a foul, and Renner will go to the throw line. That foul goes against Gamber, his first. And Renner misses the first free throw. Jared Badgett's going to come out. Dylan Holder back in. 3:14 to go in the first period. Lumberjacks lead. Renner's second free throw is up and good. Again, Lumberjacks pressing. Getting the ball across the timeline. Renner's going to try to get the steal. He's able to. Lumberjacks swing it down to the corner. Now back to Renner. Renner right side. Penetrates. Shot is up off the back of the iron. It is no good. And the rebound goes to the Spartans. JV Spartans bringing it the other way. It's number 5, Gleason, up top with the ball. Swings it down into just trying to get into the wing. J.J. High, though, with the steal for St. Mary. And the Lumberjacks back on off High in the low post. Goes back to Wicks. Wicks for 3. His shot is no good. But the rebound goes to Holder, and Holder puts it up and good from the post, or from just inside. And Lumberjacks lead 12-3, and another timeout taken. It is 12-3 Lumberjacks lead, 2.5 to go in the first period. We'll be back.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
And we are back. A timeout taken by the Spartans as they trail by 9. They held the lead for just a little bit with a 3-point shot. They led it 3-2. St. Mary's has took that lead back and has ran away with it just a little bit. Spartans trying to draw something up to get past this Lumberjack defense. Lumberjacks again with the press. Wicks almost gets a steal, but the Spartans able to come back away with it. They get it down across the timeline. Cross-court pass to Fitzmaurice. He's going to pull up for the 3. It's going to be no good. Ball is loose. And we're going to get a foul call. Loose ball foul. That foul goes against Todd Fitzmaurice. And that'll be his first and the third team foul. Wicks comes out. Jared Badgett back in for St. Mary's. Lumberjacks have the ball. Up top, Dylan Holder controls. Now to Wyatt Holmes, who has checked in. I did not see him come in. Gotta see who he went in for as Tyler Renner is out. Lumberjacks trying to set up their offense. Freddie Plant up top, now back to Holder. Holder to High. High works his way into the paint, goes all the way across, kicks it back out to Plant on the right side. Plant has the ball stolen. Lumberjacks almost take it away the other way, but Spartans able to keep possession, and then a travel going to be called on Todd Fitzmaurice. Checking in for the Spartan, number 11, Carson Hughes, number 40, Briley McCliffs. Checking out was Bradley Gleason and Todd Fitzmorris. Jared Badgett will bring it down for St. Mary's. 1:29 to go in the first period. 12-3 Lumberjacks lead. Holder has the ball right side, left side, gonna drive, gets the defense to come out on him, finds Wyatt Holmes. Holmes' shot won't go. JJ High with the rebound. High tries to put up a shot. It won't go. The rebound went to Wyatt Holmes. His putback is no good, but he is out. That is the fourth foul on the Spartans. That is number 2 on Shane Gamber. And that'll send Wyatt Holmes to the free throw line. 81% on the season from the charity stripe. First free on the way, nothing but net. Ten-point lead for the Lumberjacks, 13-10. Holmes getting set to line up the second shot. 1:12 to go in the first period. JV basketball. Second shot on the way. That one falls in as well. 14-3 Lumberjacks lead. Spartans bringing it down. Fitzmorris drives to the free throw line. Has his shot blocked by Holmes. Ball is loose. It's going to go out of bounds. And it'll say it was out of bounds off of St. Mary's, so it'll stay with the Spartans. Inbounding it for Priest River is Shane Gamber. Gets it into the left wing, down to Hughes. Hughes goes baseline, backs it back out to McKellis. McKellis tries to get it back to him, but it's going to be a steal by Badgett. Badgett takes it the distance, tries to lay it up and in. It is no good. Rebound goes back to Priest River. Fitzmorris going to pull up for the long 2. It was no good. That ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Priest River, so it'll stay or go to the Lumberjacks. 38.4 seconds on the clock. Jared Badgett brings it across for St. Mary's. A little bit more fans in the stadium tonight as they get a little bit more in the gymnasium as they have lightened the rules a little bit more on the attendance. Jared Badgett has the ball up top. Lumberjacks playing for final shot. He drives left side, gets a good look as he got a screen from Holmes, and Badgett lays it up and in. Gonna get a long 3 at the buzzer. It is short, and that's how the first period will come to an end. St. Mary's leading 16-3 over the JV Spartans. We'll be back.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back as we get ready to start the second period of play. Spartans will start with possession. They swing it to right side. I got to see about the numbers here. We got Renner, a couple of guys back in for the Lumberjacks. I got to get the adjustment there. Going to get a block shot by Tyler Renner. Lumberjacks back the other way. shot is on the way by Wolf. It is no good. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by St. Mary's. So 16-3 the score. Lumberjacks lead. Bringing it down for the Spartans was number 11, Carson Hughes. Now they get it back to Hughes up top, swings it around. Now to the short corner, that is to Terry Jansis. Now back around the horn to the left side to Fitzmaurice, Gunnar Fitzmaurice. He's going to try to feed it inside. Tyler Renner jumps up in front of that and gets the steal. He outlets to Badgett. Badgett gets it down to Holder. Holder back to Badgett. Now they look into the post. Renner spins, gets his defender up off it. Tries for a little step back jumper. It is no good. But Jared Badgett with the offensive board, and Badgett puts it back up and good. 18-3 Lumberjacks lead. With the ball for the Spartans is Carson Hughes. And we get a foul on the floor. An offensive illegal screen by Terry Jansis. As I could kind of hear the ref saying that he didn't quite get set when he was setting that screen. So Lumberjacks will inbound after the foul. Offensive foul on the Spartans. Jared Badgett has it up top, swings over to Dylan Holder, left wing. Holder looks, brings it to the free throw line, kicks the ball back out to Badgett. Badgett looks into Renner, now back out to Holder. Lumberjacks working left side. That pass to Renner. He almost can't handle that one, but there's no Spartan defender there to take it. So the Lumberjacks keep possession. Holder's going to drive. Shot is up, no good. But Seth Swallows is there for the offensive board and the putback. Spartans coming the other way. Going to get a steal by Connor Wolf. Wolf lays it up and in. 22-3 Lumberjacks lead. Bring it down is Carson Hughes. Hughes works his way to the left side of the floor. Swings it back to the top to Fitzmaurice. That's Gunnar Fitzmaurice. He works his way to the right side. Hands it off to the corner to Korf. Korf had it to Jansis for a minute, then gets it back to Korf. His three is no good. Swallows on the rebound, but Swallows with a bad pass, and it's a turnover on St. Mary's, and a steal by the Spartans. Bringing it back is Gunnar Fitzmaurice, short corner left side, backs it back out to Korf. Now to the top of the key to Fitzmaurice. Fitzmaurice thought about a shot for a minute. Connor Wolf got up off his feet, though, kind of blocked the shooting lane, so he has to dish it back, pass it back out. And then Dylan Holder takes a swipe at the ball there, gets called for the foul. Dylan Holder's going to come out. Freddie Plant in for St. Mary's. 5:04 to go in the first half. St. Mary's leading 22-3. And we get a steal by Badgett. Badgett tries to lay it up and in. It is no good, but he will be fouled and go to the free throw line. That foul goes against Carson Hughes. That is his first. Badgett only 45% from the charity stripe on the season. Lines up that first one, short arms it, no good, as it hit the front of the rim. Second shot on the way. That one is perfect, up and in. 4:56 to go in the half. 23-3. Lumberjacks up by 20. Spartans control. Bringing it down is Hughes. He's going to hand it out to Fitzmaurice on the right side. Fitzmaurice brings it to the top of the key, guarded by Connor Wolf. And Wolf tried to get the hold of that ball, and he's going to end up making some contact and gets called for the foul. 6-13 foul against St. Mary's. Spartans have the ball up top. Ethan Korf controls, guarded by Plant. Swings over to Gunnar Fitzmaurice. Fitzmaurice to the top of the key. He picks up his dribble, finds Korf left wing, now down to the corner. That's Hughes. Hughes tries to feed it inside, and he passes it right to, I'm not going to call it a steal, he passed it right into Renner. Lumberjacks get a three by Wolf. It is on the way, no good. There for the rebound is Seth Swallows, but he is going to get called with a travel. So he got the rebound, but turned the ball over. 23-3 Lumberjacks lead, 4:11 to go in the first period, or first half. KOFE has the ball, guarded by Plant. Quick double team. Now he gets the ball back out to Hughes. Hughes working left side, tries to work his way to the corner, gets the baseline, tries to drive, and he's going to accidentally dribble the ball out of bounds. Turnover on St. Mary's. Swallows, Plant, and Renner come out. Holder, High, and Holmes in for St. Mary's. Lumberjacks with the ball into the hands of Wyatt Holmes, right wing. Now the top of the key to Wolf. Wolf goes to Holder, working on the right wing. Now back to Wolf. Now into the corner to Plant on the left side. Now back to Wolf up top as the Lumberjacks work it around the perimeter. Coach Bechtel calling out some signals down here. Gets it over to Holder. That is Wolf gets it to Holder. Now they look into the paint to High. High trying to work his way back, but he can't, so he dishes the ball back out to the corner, and Lumberjacks work it around the horn. Left side to Wolf. Now back to the top of the key to Holder. Holder over to Wyatt Holmes. Holmes left from the top of the key. That's into High. Now back to Plant. Lumberjacks just working it around the outside. Pretty good defense right now by the Spartans. Looks to be a man. Going to get a drive by Wolf. He will be fouled and go to the free throw line. That is the third foul on Shane Gamber in the game. Connor Wolf, 53% from the charity stripe. Makes the first one. Wolf lines up the next one on the way. That one is good as well. Lumberjacks lead by 22, 25-3 with under 3 to play in the first half. Spartans bringing it down. It is Gleason. Gleason to the top of key to KOFE. KOFE swings it over to Jay Best. Best working left wing. Guarded by Wolf. Tries to split a couple of defenders. Picks up his dribble just inside the free throw line. Kicks it back to the top. Going to get a three by Gleason. It is off the mark. Wyatt Holmes with the rebound for St. Mary's. Holder into High. High spins into the paint. Flips the shot up underhanded. It is no good. But the rebound was to the Lumberjacks as Holmes pulls down the offensive board. Holder control. Swings it over to High. High working on the right side. Bounce past the short corner to Wolf. Wolf picks up his dribble. Guarded by Gleason. He finds Holmes. Holmes drives baseline. Kicks it back to the top to Wolf. Wolf a little shake and bake. Puts the shot up. It is no good. And the rebound, I'm going to think Wolf got his own rebound. Lumberjacks will reset under 2 to play. Over to Wolf. Wolf takes it to the free throw line. He's going to get an open look, and the shot is off the back of the iron. No good. And it's going to be J.J. High with the rebound. High tries to put it up. It won't go. And finally, the Spartans pull down the rebound. St. Mary's had a lot of offensive boards there. Could not make out. Spartans working back to the way. Good little give and go move. They get it down inside to Gleason. Gleason couldn't get the shot up. He finds Jade Best coming down the blocks, and Best puts the shot up, but he'll be fouled. And that foul will be against Wyatt Holmes, his first, team's fourth. And that then Jade Best to the charity stripe. First time tonight for the Spartans to be at the free throw line. Misses the first one. In the first game, Jade Best went 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Jade Best, a 6'2 freshman for the Spartans. Second shot on the way and good. 25-4 Lumberjacks lead. Bringing it down is Connor Wolf for the Jacks. Slowly brings it across the timeline. He has, I believe that's Gleason out guarding him. Swings over to the left or the right side, and now is to Holder. Holder finds Wyatt Holmes all alone. And Holmes is able to put it up and good with the assist from Holder. Spartans with the ball up top, 27-4, and we have a steal by Badgett, or by not by Badgett, by Connor Wolf. Wolf into Holmes. Holmes lays it up and good from underneath with the assist from Wolf. Bringing it back for the Spartans is number 5, Bradley Gleason. Gleason almost has the ball stolen again there as Connor Wolf makes a good play, but the ball goes out of bounds off of St. Mary's. Gunnar Fitzmores checks back in for the Priest River Spartans. Going out is number 21. Like I said, I do not have a name for number 21. Spartans have the ball. Bradley Gleason picks his dribble up just inside the timeline. He finds Horf. Now they get it to 24 Best. Best tries to get it down inside, and the ball ends up loose, and it's a turnover as it goes out of bounds off of the Spartans. 20 seconds in the first half. Lumberjacks up 29-4. Bringing it down is Connor Wolf. Wolf across the timeline, takes it to the right side, backs it out, goes over to Holder. Holder, little step there, then kicks the ball back up top. Wolf works the right side, goes to High at the free throw line. High tries to drive, ball is going to be tied up, and it will be a jump ball call. The possession will stay with Mary's, but there's just 0.7 of a second left on the clock. No, actually, yeah, it should be white ball. There they go. They've got it right there as we're trying to get that sorted out. So St. Mary's ball. Holder will inbound. If Renner was in it, look for the alley-oop into the paint. They do get the alley-oop, and it is into Wyatt Holmes. And Holmes puts it up and good from Holder at the buzzer. And that's how we will end the first half. St. Mary's 31. Priest River JV 4 will be back.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimmies, nadita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary's.
This is what most people's heart rate sounds like when they're getting their taxes done. And this is what a heart rate sounds like with H&R Block. Because they have upfront pricing, so you'll know the price before you begin. No need to sweat a thing. Oh, and that is the sound of my stomach demanding tacos. Upfront transparent pricing. Just another way it's better with Block.
Introducing the all-new 2021 Yamaha Wolverine R-Max 1000. The Wolverine R-Max 1000 delivers class-leading power and smooth performance thanks to its new powerful 999cc dual overhead cam 8-valve parallel twin engine featuring legendary Yamaha durability. The all-new advanced and heavy-duty suspension is designed to provide maximum articulation in low-speed situations, a balanced ride feeling when trail riding, and maximize dampening during sport driving. Visit St. Mary's Saw and Cycle today to see for yourself the all-new Yamaha Wolverine R-Max and realize your adventure. Always protect the environment and wear your seatbelt, helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. The owner's manual and product warning labels before operation.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot jelly for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Is your rig's check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great AC Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-686-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night, or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time.
And we are back halftime here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. JV Lumberjack basketball being followed here in a little while by the varsity boys game against the Priest River Spartans. And you are listening on KOFE 1240 AM in St. Mary's, or you might be listening on our YouTube audio, or you could be watching on the NFHS network with the cameras right here in Lumberjack Gymnasium. Either way you are tuned into us, we welcome you into the broadcast. I've seen some updates from Kenny Ozier up in Priest River as the varsity girls just got their tip-off underway, and the Lumberjacks strike first, as it looks like he was giving me some pretty good updates, almost play-by-play. Stacy Mitchell scores the first bucket for St. Mary's in the early stages of that one. 31-4, Lumberjack JV boys lead here today against the Spartans. And it was a rough first half for the Priest River Spartans, shooting just 1 of 8 from the field for 12%. Lumberjack JV defense has been smothering. They were 1 for 5 from three-point range and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. For St. Mary's, 12 of 31 from the floor, 38%. 1 for 6 from downtown for 16%. 6 of 8 from the free throw line for 75%. Lumberjacks have out-rebounded the Spartans JV 16-6. 4 assists for St. Mary's, 1 assist for the Spartans, 12 steals for the Lumberjacks, and 2 for the Spartans. The Spartans have had 17 turnovers, the Lumberjacks with just 4. 7 personal fouls for Priest River, 4 for the Lumberjacks. 6 points off the bench for St. Mary's, and I don't remember, I didn't mark down my bench players for the Spartans. I think Jade Best, no, he is a starter. Unless he didn't start and play, I'll let you know here in just a minute. Jade Best, I think, is points off the bench. 1 point from the free throw line. Other than that, that is the only points from the bench. St. Mary's second chance points and 17 points off turnovers. The Spartans with no second chances, points or points off of turnovers. Scoring for the Spartans, Ethan Korf led the team with 3 points in the first half and a point to Jade Best. For the Lumberjacks, Jared Badgett leads the team with 9 points. He also has 6 steals in the first half. 8 points for Wyatt Holmes with 3 rebounds. 4 points for Connor Wolf with an assist, 2 steals and a rebound. 3 points for Tyler Renner. He has 2 steals and a blocked shot. Trace Wicks has 3 points with a steal and an assist. 2 points for Seth Swallows with 3 rebounds. 2 points for Dylan Holder with a rebound and 2 assists. And J.J. High recorded a steal in the first half and 3 offensive rebounds. He went 0 for 3 from the floor. That is a look at the first half numbers. We'll take a break and come back with the second half.
Jackal Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Lumberjack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Idaho. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Why should you get all of your prescriptions from your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy? Because over 100,000 patients per year experience serious complications from drug interactions. At Jack's Pharmacy, St. Mary's, your prescriptions are not only filled, but we double-check for such occasions. You can trust our knowledgeable pharmacists for that extra personalized attention. You're not just a number to us. You are our neighbor. Bring all your prescriptions to Jack's, your Good Neighbor Pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Everyone knows that the timber industry is a huge part of our community. Working in the timber industry requires big equipment. Big equipment requires a special mechanic for custom machined items. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's is your very own full-service, large equipment diesel mechanic that not only has a full-size shop, but also has a service truck that can come straight to you to break down in the woods. If you're in need of big truck or big equipment repair, stop by Jake's Machine and Repair at 106 Homer Drive in St. Mary's or call 208-596-8819. 208-596-8819. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
And we are back. The Spartans will start the second half with possession. It is Bradley Gleason controlling. Gets it down to the corner to KOFE on the left side. KOFE quickly trapped. He goes up the top. Now they swing it to the left side. That's number 21. Short corner shot from number 21 is no good. The rebound goes out to Wicks, and the Lumberjacks take it the other way. Wicks to Wolf, back to Wicks. The Lumberjacks work it around the perimeter. Now to Wolf. Back up the top to Wicks. Wicks swings over to Holder up top. Wicks on the left side. Wicks for three, or not Wicks, Wolf for three. It is short, and the rebound goes to the Spartans. It's going to be Gleason with a quick pull-up jumper from about the elbow, and it is up and good. Lumberjacks bring the ball back the other way. Wicks has the ball up top. Swings it over to Holder. Holder right side. Back to the top to Wicks. Around to Wolf. Wolf working left. Now Wolf goes back to the top. Going to drive. Wicks looks inside. Finds Wyatt Holmes. And Holmes puts it up and good with the assist from Trace Wicks. 33-6. Lumberjacks up. Over to, not to Gamber. That's Hughes. They're going to get it out to number 21. And 21... he head fakes from the corner, takes a step in, and puts the shot up and good from the short corner. 33-8, Lumberjacks lead. Connor Wolf with a little shake and bake. Kicks the ball, late whistle. He's kicking the ball down underneath, and they're going to have a late whistle come in. I think that's on Carson Hughes as he draws foul number 2. Foul was on the floor. Lumberjacks will inbound. Lumberjacks from underneath. Into Holmes. Holmes' shot won't fall. Renner tries to get the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by St. Mary's. 6.5 to go in the third. 33-8. Lumberjacks bring it down as Bradley Gleason. Gleason over to Hughes. Hughes down to the corner. Now they look inside. A cutter. Nice ball movement. They get it into Gamber. The shot won't go, though. And it's going to be Tyler Renner with the rebound for St. Mary's. They're going to get a handed off to Connor Wolf. Wolf drives from the right side and lays it up and in with a nice little fingertip roll. Bringing it down for the Spartans is Gleason. Going to get a three-point shot from Kerf. It is up and good. That is his second three-pointer of the game. All of his points from the three-point line. Going to get a three-point shot from the Lumberjacks on the opposite way by Holder. It is no good. Rebound to the Spartans. Got Trace Wicks trying to put some pressure on in the backcourt. Spartans get it down to the short corner, number 21, right side. He backs it back out to Korf. Korf for three again, and that one is up and good from the right side. Another assist as that one came from number 21. Lumberjacks work the ball back up to 5-14 the score. Get it to Wolf. Wolf is going to get an open lane, tries to drive, instead kicks it out to Holmes. Holmes trying to go up, gets the ball stripped out once, gets it almost stripped out a second time. Finally is able to get up for the shot. It is no good, but he'll be fouled. And Holmes will go to the free throw line. That is the first foul against Ethan Korf. Holmes, I believe, is 2 for 2 from the charity stripe today, 81% free throw shooter. And the first one is off here, no good. Lines up the next one. Shot on the way, that one is good. 36-14, Lumberjacks lead, and I never did switch the quarter. Gosh, on my tablet program. Anyways, the Spartans have the ball, right wing, back to the top. Going to get a steal by Wolf. Wolf drives and puts the shot up and good. As Wolf takes it coast to coast. 38-14, 24-point lead for the Lumberjacks. 3 Lumberjacks getting set to check in. We get a short three-pointer from the Spartans. The rebound to Wicks. Wicks ahead to Wolf. Wolf drives, looks underneath to Holmes. Holmes can't finish, and the rebound goes to the Spartans. Good ball movement by the Lumberjacks. Coming the other way, the ball is going to get tipped around, and they're going to say it's off of St. Mary's as it goes out of bounds. Renner, Holder, and Holmes out for the Lumberjacks. J.J. High, Seth Swallows, and Freddie Plant in. 4:14 to go. Going to get a three-point shot from the corner. No good. Ball was last touched by St. Mary's as they tip it out of bounds. Once again, it's nice to see a few more faces in the stands tonight. We're going to get a timeout now taken by these Spartans. 4:07 to go in this JV basketball game. 38-14 right here on KOFE, YouTube, or the NFHS network, however you might be listening to it tonight. But like I said, nice to see as they extended the amount to a 40% capacity or 4 people per player. I don't see many here from Priest River. Maybe they are coming for the varsity game, but we'll see what happens there. But a pretty good crowd on the St. Mary's side of things. And I'm sure there's some of these fans that have sure missed being able to make it out to a game. 4:07 to go. Lumberjacks back on after the quick timeout by the Spartans. The Spartans will inbound from the baseline. They get it into the corner, left side to Gleason. Gleason gets it to Hughes. Now they go back to the corner to Korf. Korf tries to feed it underneath to Gamber, and it's going to be poked out of bounds by Seth Swallows for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's will inbound, or Priest River will inbound. Now to the wing, left side, that is Hughes. Hughes surveys. Lumberjacks look to be in a 2-3 zone. Back to the wing, going to get a three-point shot by Korf, and that is good. Ethan Korf on fire from downtown. 9 points here in the second half. 12 points total, all of them from three-point range. Going to get a shot up by the Lumberjacks. I believe it was Swallows. He almost had the rebound, but the Spartans able to get it. Taking it across for the Spartans is Gleason. He swings it over to number 11, Hughes. Back to Gleason. Gleason working up top, works towards left, now goes back right. Now he picks up his dribble. He's going to get it in to KOFE, who is trying to cut, and he mishandles it just a little bit, is able to corral it, gets it to number 10. That was Gamber. The shot was no good. The rebound to Seth Swallows. Swallows brings it the other way, gets it out to Wicks. Wicks takes a three from the corner. It is off the mark. Plant gets the rebound, and then a turnover on St. Mary's. Going to give a turnover to Wolf, a steal by the Spartans. Controlling it for the Spartans is Carson Hughes. He's going to drive, and the ball's going to be slapped out of bounds from behind by Carson Wicks, or Trace Wicks. I think I just said Carson Wicks because we've got a floor change here, and it's going to be everybody off and everybody on. So it's going to be 5 on, 5 off. Carson Wicks checks in for the Lumberjacks as Tyler Renner, Dylan Holder. Trace Wicks did not leave the floor. And I think it's Wyatt Holmes. On the inbound, we get a turnover by the Priest River Spartans. And Lumberjacks bring it the other way. Inside to Holmes. Holmes' shot won't go as he tries to back his way into the paint. The rebound goes back to the Spartans. Spartans bring it down. Bradley Gleason has the ball. He's going to almost lose his dribble, able to pick it up. Goes back to Fitzmaurice. Fitzmaurice for three from the right side is short. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. No rebound. Ball will go over to Lumberjacks. Dylan Holder inbounds to Wicks. Trace Wicks brings it down for the Jacks. 2 minutes to go in the third period. 38-17, Lumberjacks lead. Wicks is going to drive. Kicks it out to Holder. Holder with a shot, and is going to kiss it in off the glass. 40-17, Lumberjacks lead by 23. Gleason has it for the Spartans. He works his way to the right side. Now kicks it to Fitzmaurice on the left. Now he's going to go towards the right, going to get a foul call. That's going to go against Trace Wicks, his first. Coming in for the Spartans is Todd Fitzmaurice. Going out is number 11, Carson Hughes. Spartans with a shot partially tipped by Holmes, but an offensive rebound for the Spartans. The shot is up. It is no good. Holmes ends up with the rebound. And then I think it's tied up, and the possession will go to the Lumberjacks. Update from the varsity girls, and they are trailing 9-6 at the end of the first to the Priest River Spartans. Lumberjacks work it down underneath. Going to get it inside to Renner. His shot won't go. Rebound to the Spartans, and I think we're going to get a foul against St. Mary's. And we do. It is Wyatt Holmes' second foul. Bringing it down is Gleason for the Spartans. He's going to work it towards the right side. Now reverses to Fitzmaurice up top. Fitzmaurice down to the corner to KOFE. KOFE quickly covered by a couple of Lumberjacks. Goes back to Gleason. Now they have it over to Best. Back to KOFE. KOFE to Gleason, right wing. Quickly guarded by Holder. Lumberjacks in a 2-3 zone. Back to Gleason up top. He's working against Wicks. Goes over to the corner to KOFE. KOFE looks into the post. Shot is up. No good. Rebound to Carson Wicks for the Lumberjacks. Going to get a three-pointer on the way by Carson Wicks. It is off the mark. Tyler Renner with the rebound. Tries for the putback. He is fouled. And Renner will go to the free throw line. That foul goes again for Fitzmaurice, his second. Tyler Renner misses the first free throw. away. That one is nothing but net. 41-17, Lumberjacks up. Spartans have it down to the wing to KOFE, left side. Now back to Fitzmaurice. Fitzmaurice is going to try to drive, and there's going to be a blocking foul called on Renner. That is his first foul of the game. Third team foul for St. Mary's. 3 team fouls on Priest River in the second half. 7 seconds left in the third. Up top to KOFE. KOFE to number 24. That's Best. Best, they get it inside to number 34. Todd Fitzmaurice. Ball is going to be stripped out, I believe, and Lumberjacks, the Spartans can't get a shot up at the buzzer. So at the end of St. Mary's 41, Priest River JV 17 will be back.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years, means there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating's professional staff. You can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
And we are back to start the final frame. On the floor for St. Mary's is Badgett, Plant, Wolf, High, and Swallows. On the floor for the Spartans, I see Fitzmaurice, I see Best, I see Gleason, I see Jansis, and KOFE, and we get a foul against St. Mary's. That foul is going to go against J.J. High. That is his first, team's fourth. Spartans will inbound from underneath. 41-17, Lumberjacks lead. And now we have a quick timeout taken by the Spartans. And an update from the girls' game in Priest River. The Priest River Spartans lead 14-7 with 6. Well, now that was a little while ago, but it was in the second period. So that is an update from Kenny Ozier over in Priest River for that ball game. And I'm not sure how long of a timeout this was. We are going to keep it here, I guess. On having a pretty good second half for Priest River is Ethan KOFE. He had a three-pointer in the first half, and there was only bucket from the floor for the Spartans, and he's had 3 more three-pointers in the second half, and he has 12 points, all 12 from beyond the arc. Bradley Gleason has 2 points for the Spartans. Number 21 has 2 points for the Spartans, and Jade Best with 1 bucket from the free throw line. Getting ready to come out of the timeout. Don't forget, we've got varsity boys following this game. Spartans will inbound from baseline. Bradley Gleason to trigger it in for the JV Spartans. He's going to go to the top to KOFE. KOFE is going to go just inside three-point range. The shot is up. It is no good. And I'm going to give Jared Badgett the rebound as the Lumberjacks bring it the other way. And we get a foul inside as the Lumberjacks, I think it was Connor Wolf driving. Connor Wolf will go to the free throw line. I was distracted for just a minute. I had one of the cheerleaders come up and talk to me for a moment. That foul goes against number 22, Gunnar Fitzmaurice. That is his third. Wolf makes the front end. Actually, I think Wolf made the bucket too. So it was a three-point play for Connor Wolf. After that, Connor Wolf will come out. He looked like he kind of was a little gimpy on that knee or on his leg after the foul. Trace Wicks comes in for him. 44-17, Jacks on top, and it's Wicks is going to get a steal, and then he deflects it as he saves it back inbounds off of a Spartan player. So a turnover on the Spartans. I think it's been a fairly clean second half. Don't think I've mentioned a whole lot of turnovers by either team really in this second half. Badgett takes it to the right side, now to the corner or the wing, and get a three-point shot. It's off the mark by Wicks. Rebound taken by Gleason, and the Spartans go the other way, or trying to go the other way, but Wicks gets a steal. Wicks can't get the shot to go, and the rebound gets his own rebound and resets. Wicks backs it up towards midcourt. He's guarded by Jay Best. Gonna go to the top to Badgett now. Badgett gets an open look at three. His shot is short. It almost kissed the rim and fell over, but it was still a little bit too hard. Gonna get the rebound of the Spartans, and a foul going the other way. No, it wasn't a foul. It was just a turnover on the Spartans. They must have dribbled it out of bounds or lost it out of bounds. Ethan Korth goes out, as does Terry Jansis for the. Bringing it across for the Lumberjacks is Trace Wicks. Has the ball up top. Looking, surveying. Now goes over to Badgett. Badgett down inside to High. High shot won't go, but he gets his own rebound. Gets it to the top to Wicks. Wicks' three won't go. And Wicks tries to save that, get that rebound and save it back in, but it's going to go out of bounds. And he ends up about 4 or 5 rows up into the stands as he was charging hard to the sideline. Spartans ball. Spartans have it. That is Best working on the left side. He double teamed by a couple Lumberjacks, and he's going to try to get an outlet, but Wicks steps in front of him, steal, and Wicks lays it up and in. 46-17, Jacks leading, 5:47 to go. Gonna quick pull-up three-pointer from the top of the key by Fitzmaurice. It is no good. Swallows with the rebound. As Gunnar Fitzmaurice was left open, took the three, couldn't get it to drop through. Badgett, he's going to drive, goes into the lane, shot is up, and it's going to fall in. Wasn't sure it was going to. 31-point lead for the Lumberjacks, largest lead of the game. 48-17. Lumberjacks going to have some subs come in here in a moment. It's going to be Gleason, drives the blocks, and he's going to be fouled. That foul goes against Jared Badgett. That is his first. That puts Gleason to the free throw line for the first time. First free throw is off the mark. Coming in for St. Mary's, we've got Dylan Holder, we've got Wyatt Holmes, Connor Wolf, J.J. High stays in, and I believe it was Carson Wicks in for the Lumberjacks. Second free throw is no good, but I think we got a lane violation against Priest Rivers, so St. Mary's will inbound. Connor Wolf will control it down the floor for the Lumberjacks. He's going to swing it to Carson Wicks. Carson Wicks' three is short. And it's going to go out of bounds, last touched by Priest Rivers, so Carson Wicks will keep the possession, or the Lumberjacks will keep the possession, not Carson Wicks. Into the short corner to Carson. His shot is up and good. I think I was Dylan Holder on the inbound pass and the assist. Up top for the Spartans is Hughes. Hughes over to, well, it goes to the right wing and back to Hughes. Now they go to Michelis. His shot is up and no good from the short corner. Rebound goes to High, and Lumberjacks bring it the other way. The Wolf now back to Wicks. Wicks for three off the glass, no good. Rebound though to High. Holder to Wicks, and he's going to have the ball stolen away from him. Or not, Holder. Going to get a shot the other way by the Spartans. It is no good. And then we get a foul. And the foul goes against Carson Wicks. J.J. High goes out. Seth Swallows in. Spartan inbound from the inline or baseline. Inbounding will be Gamber. He goes to the corner, tries to get it to Hughes, and the ball's going to be deflected out of bounds by Wolf. Wolf is going to come out. Plant checks in for the Lumberjacks. 50-17, St. Mary's is up. Up top is Hughes. Hughes looks inside, going to drive. Going to get a block shot by Holmes. And the rebound was to St. Mary's. I didn't see who made the rebound, though, for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's, though, turns it over as they get down inside. And it'll be a turnover back the other way. 2:23 to go in the final period of play here. JV basketball from Lumberjack Gymnasium. Bringing it across for the Spartans. Carson Hughes swings it to the wing, or the corner to Gregory. Back up to Hughes. Hughes around to Fitzmaurice. That's Gunnar Fitzmaurice. He's going to weave, give it to Hughes as they started kind of that weave up top. Now they try to pass it inside, a little bit off target, and Holmes steps in front of that for the steal. Lumberjacks have the ball. Going to go over to Carson Wicks. He's going to try the three from the right side. It is short. The rebound was to St. Mary's. Going to get a shot on the way by Freddie Plant from three-point range. It was no good. And the ball is going to go out of bounds, last touched by St. Mary's. Possessions to the Spartans with a minute and a half to go. Bring it down for Priest Rivers. Carson Hughes takes it to the top of the key, swings it over to Gregory. Now back to Hughes and around the horn to Fitzmaurice. Fitzmaurice drives from left side, kicks it back to the top. Now to Gregory. Gregory for three. It is off the mark. The rebound to Swallows. And St. Mary's brings it across. Down to Plant. Plant backs it back to Holder. Holder goes inside to Swallows. They go cross court to Wicks. Carson Wicks with the three. It is off the mark. Just off the glass. No good. Rebound to the Spartans. Bringing it back down for the Spartans is number 11, Carson Hughes. He gets it into Fitzmaurice. He tries to make a move in and puts the shot up. No good. And it's going to be Swallows with the rebound. Good move by Fitzmaurice. Just couldn't get the shot to fall. Dylan Holder has the ball up top for the Lumberjacks. Now he goes over to Wicks. Wicks brings it over to Plant. Plant has it up top. Goes to Swallows. Now to Wicks. Now back over to Holder, and they're letting the clock tip out. 17 seconds. Lumberjack JV boys are going to stay undefeated. I believe that improves them to 12-0 on the season. I'll have to check. I think so, because they have one less game than the varsity boys do. So Carson is going to, they were trying to get Carson to shoot at the buzzer, but he wasn't going to do it. And that's how the game will come into an end. The JV boys defeat the Priest River Spartans 50-17. A great effort there by the Spartan boys as they played hard throughout the whole game. And let's go ahead and do a quick wrap-up of this one so we can get into the pregame for the varsity boys. So let's see. Let's go to the team stats real quick here. As the Lumberjack JV boys shot 34% from the floor. The Spartans at 20%. St. Mary's just 5% from three-point range. 28% for the Spartans. 69% from the free throw line for the Lumberjack JV boys. 33% for the Spartan JVs. The Spartan JV had 16 rebounds. The Spartan Lumberjack JV had 34. 7 assists for St. Mary's, 4 assists for Priest River. 17 steals for St. Mary's, 4 for the Spartans, 4 block shots by the Lumberjacks. The Spartans had 24 turnovers, St. Mary's with 7. Like I said, I think Priest River had 7 turnovers, 17 in the first half, so they only had 7 in the second half. Both teams finished with 10 fouls apiece. St. Mary's with 15 points off the bench, 8 second chance points, 21 points off turnovers. No points off turnovers or no second chance points for the Spartans. Individually for the Spartans, it was Ethan Korf leading and scoring with 12 points to wrap up the game. 2 points for Bradley Gleason, 1 point Jade Best, and 2 points for number 21. Once again, I'm apologizing. I do not have his number on the roster. Individually for the Lumberjacks, 3 players with 11 points. Wyatt Holmes, Jared Badgett, and Connor Wolf. 5 points for Trace Wicks, 4 points for Tyler Renner, 4 for Dylan Holder. Seth Swallows and Carson Wicks finish with 2 points. Real quickly before we go to a break, I have an update on the varsity girls game, and it is 21-16 in favor of the Spartans going into the third quarter. So with that being said, that is the end of this one, and we will go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off for the boys.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. It's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees to lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull infused or Lotus energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekends. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in Sace.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Idaho high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activity Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Cold weather is coming, and 10th Street Lumber has what you need. From super premium pellets to energy logs and fireplaces, 10th Street Lumber will help you stay warm all winter long. North Idaho energy logs and stove pellets are the best of the best. 100% natural with no chemicals and burn cleaner, hotter, and longer. If you need a new stove, 10th Akuma Stove Supply right here in Idaho, and some of the best on the market. 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's. Stop by today. Located on 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
And we are back. It is time now. Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off as your St. Mary's Lumberjack boys get set to host the Spartans of Priest River in non-league action here tonight. Taking a look, I want to really quickly congratulate the varsity and JV teams on their victories on Saturday over the Orofino Maniacs. I don't remember the final scores for the JV games, but boys and girls both won at Orofino, and then the varsity girls won in a hard-fought battle in overtime over the Orofino girls, 74-61 in overtime. What a game that one was, and I should have jotted down some numbers for some leading scorers, but I didn't. There was 3 or 4 Lumberjack girls leading and scoring. We also had, I think, 4 Lumberjack girls foul out late in the 4th or mid-4th in that game. So it was a battle for sure. The varsity boys came away with the 50-38 win. Varsity boys are now 2-0 in league play. The varsity girls are 1-2 in league play. Taking a look at the Lumberjack boys, 12-0 on the season, 2-0 in league play. I'd already mentioned the score against the Orofino Maniacs. They, of course, are here hosting Grangeville tonight, or hosting Priest River tonight. They will be at Grangeville on Saturday, second in the 2A power rankings on Idaho Sports, but ranked #1 in the state on Max Preps, and that is in all divisions. Grangeville 7-4 overall with a 2-1 league record. They beat Orofino 61-45 on the 21st. They will be hosting Kamei tonight, and then of course St. Mary's on the 30th. They are 10th in the power rankings. Orofino 7-5 in overall record. They are 0-3 in league play. They lost to St. Mary's 50-38. They'll be hosting Deary. Well, I don't know if I fixed that schedule. They host Deary on the 21st, which that is actually past. I might have got that date wrong on there, so don't quote me on that one. Taking a look at the 2A power rankings. We've got number 1 Valley in the number 1 spot. They are 14-1, and I was taking a look back because Valley is not a team that I've seen in the power rankings in, well, I can't hardly ever remember seeing them in the top 10 of the power rankings, but their last trip to state was in 2012, and right now they are sitting with a 14-1 record, looking like they could possibly be making a trip to the state tournament this year, which is nice to see some different teams squeezing in there that I'm not used to seeing. The St. Mary's Lumberjacks sitting at number 2 with a 12-0 record. Melba number 3 with a 12-2 record. North Fremont number 4 with a 13-0 record. And Ambrose number 5 with a 12-1 record. I looked up Ambrose. That's another team that I was not familiar with. And if it is correct in the Idaho Sports website, this is Ambrose's first year in the 2A ranks. They came up from the 1A D1 Western Idaho Conference. So they are sitting with a 12-1 record. So kudos to them. First year, if it's true, in the 2A rankings, and having a heck of a season in the top 5 in the power rankings. In the coaches poll, it's North Fremont, it's Ambrose, Nampa Christian, and Westside. In the media poll, it's North Fremont, St. Mary's, Westside, Ambrose, and Valley. And then in the Max Preps rankings, I have never done this one, but I added it to my list. The Max Preps rankings for 2A, it is St. Mary's, Ambrose, North Fremont, Valley, and Westside. We'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back with more. Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The Securities and Advisory Services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA, SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Fire Chief Larry Nacarado wants to remind you that this time of the year, chimney fires are a common occurrence, but can be prevented. St. Mary's Fire Department wants to remind you that they loan out chimney brushes and rods for free. They do chimney inspections for free and will even come to your house and offer chimney fire prevention training for free. Don't neglect your chimney. Call St. Mary's Fire Department today at 245-5253. That's 245-5253. This public safety message from the St. Mary's Fire Department. Winter is here, and it's time to get your animals ready for the winter weather. XXX Feeds in St. Mary's has what you need to keep all your critters comfortable in the cold temperatures. From trough heaters, straw, to insulated horse blankets, your animals large and small need extra attention just like you. So don't forget, while you're stacking your winter firewood, your furry family members need winterizing also. Also, don't forget the wild critters. XXX Feed has wild bird food, deer feed, and game blocks. See XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today, because winter ain't gonna wait.
And we are back with the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off here on KOFE Radio in St. Mary's. Or maybe you're listening in on our YouTube stream on YouTube. Or maybe you're watching the live video feed out of the Lumberjack Gymnasium on the NFHS network. Either way, any way that you are listening or tuned into the game, we welcome you in to tonight's broadcast. Lumberjack varsity boys hosting the Priest River Spartans. Lumberjack boys win streak continues as they are now on a 12 straight game, undefeated on the season, ranked #1 in the state on Max Preps in all divisions of boys basketball. They are also ranked 140th nationally. Lumberjacks are touted as one of the best defenses in Idaho, as they only allow 39 points per game to opponents while scoring 60 points per game. The Lumberjack defense racks up steals, averaging 10 per game. They continued that dominance in Orofino on Saturday, getting 13 steals and forcing 20 turnovers, and they also scored 15 points off of those turnovers in their 50-38 victory over the Maniacs. Coleman Ross led the team in scoring. He had 12 points. Eli Gibson had 4 assists and 11 points, while Tristan Gentry pulled down 7 rebounds and 8 points. Leading in steals in that game was Coleman Ross with 4 points. Lumberjacks just played the Priest River Spartans back on the 21st of the month. They won that game 70-48 in Priest River. The Lumberjacks want to keep their winning streak going tonight here at home. In the last game, the Lumberjacks shot 48% from the field. Tristan Gentry led in scoring with 17 points and also led in assists with 2. Randy Bechtel led in rebounds with 9. He also had 4 points. In steals, it was Grayson Sands with 3. He also had 17 points, tying for leading scorer. And the Lumberjack defense held the Spartans to just 29% shooting from the field, while also pulling down 43 rebounds. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more.
Looking for some new winter clothes? Look no further than Timber Country and the Country Fair on Main in St. Mary's. 75% off all clearance clothing, as well as 40% off winter fashion, 50% off winter jackets, and 25% off snow pants, gloves, and hats. Also, new spring fashion is arriving daily. It's all at Timber Country and the Country Fair. Timber Country and the Country Fair on the Main Street in St. Mary's.
Life can throw you curveballs, but your P1FCU debit account can help keep you moving. P1FCU Perks, powered by Bazing, offers 24/7 roadside assistance. This debit card fixes flats. Does your debit card do that? Open a P1FCU Preferred debit account in minutes at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. Only available with P1FCU Preferred debit accounts. Insured by NCUA.
And we are back with more on the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to Tip-Off. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Take a look at some individual scoring for the Lumberjack, or individual and team stats, I guess you could say, for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's, we've already kind of gone over this, averaging 60 points per game on offense, but only allowing 39 points per game to their opponents. Lumberjacks have been shooting very well from the field all season long at 47%. They are shooting 25% from beyond the arc and 63% from the free throw line, averaging 29 rebounds per game with 10 assists, 10 turnovers, and 10 steals. Opponents are averaging 35% from the field, 26% from downtown, and 54% from the free throw line, 22 rebounds, 5 assists, 18 turnovers, and 5 steals. In individual numbers per game for the Lumberjacks, in points, it is Eli Gibson, a senior, and Tristan Gentry, a junior, and Grayson Sands, a sophomore, each averaging 10 points per game. Coleman Ross, a junior, he averages 9, and Colby Renner, a junior, averages 8. In the assist category, it is Coleman Ross, Tristan Gentry, and Eli Gibson averaging 2. Grayson Sands, Brett Sanzel, and Randy Bechtel averaging 1. On the rebound category, it is Tristan Gentry and Eli Gibson averaging 5. Renner and Bechtel averaging 4. And Ross averaging 3. And in the steals category, Coleman Ross and Grayson Sands average 2. And Brett Stansel averages 1 per game. We'll take a break, and we'll come back and look at the Priest River Spartans.
If you're hungry, need gas, or want an ice-cold beverage, stop by 10th Street Superstop in St. Mary's. But if you're looking for chicken food, dog food, or farm supplies, stop by Triple X Feed. That's right, 10th Street Superstop has you covered if you're looking for a tasty, fast breakfast in the morning, a hot lunch at noon, or a tank of gas and an ice-cold drink from their large selection of beverages. Stop by and see Kenny in the 10th Street Superstop in St. Mary's. If it's farm supplies and pet feed you need, go see Triple X Feeds. That's 10th Street Superstop in St. Mary's. Rinse Electric is a family-owned and operated business right here in St. Mary's. With 36 years of electrical experience, Rinse Electric has been serving all of North Idaho since 1996. From new construction to renovation, Brent Electric can help. Give them a call today at 208-245-5725. That's 208-245-5725. Brent Electric in St. Mary.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home, shop? You call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Site Clearing. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site.
The St. Mary's Lumberjack Booster Club is looking for volunteers and active members to participate in the many activities the Booster Club does in support of our lumberjacks. Lumberjack Booster Club provides much appreciated support to lumberjack sports programs and is always looking for new active members and new ideas. The Booster Club is currently in need of new officers as well as volunteers to help with the Hall of Fame banquet and auction, spirit building, senior nights, and more. Anyone interested can contact Lynn Masterson at 208-568-1802 or just come to a meeting at the fire station. And we are back to wrap up our Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off here on KOFE. Lumberjack varsity boys taking on the Priest River Spartans here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Tim Parrish here on the call. A nice crowd gathering here in the gym as we finally, like I said, get to have more than just in the gymnasium. And it's a pretty decent-sized crowd on the stands for Lumberjacks. And there's been a few have filtered in for Priest River for the varsity game, so nice. The Priest River Spartans, of course, of the 3A Intermountain League, coached by Kevin Whaley in his 6th year. They are sitting with an 8-3 record on the season, 3rd in the 3A power rankings. They are averaging right around 63 per game while allowing 51 points per game. Their last game was a 65-48 win over their League of Hog Wildcats, so a nice win for them. And Kellogg had actually beat the Spartans earlier in the season, so that was a doubly nice win for them as they were coming off of, I think, a couple of losses, and so they got that win, and they're coming into Lumberjack, home of the Lumberjacks, with a little bit of momentum and some confidence built up off of that win against their league opponent. This game before the game against Kellogg was the game against St. Mary's, where the Spartans lost 70-38. They shot just 29% from the field, 18% from three-point range, and 52% from the free throw line. They had 28 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, and just 13 turnovers. They scored 14 second-chance points and 4 points off of turnovers. And they had 2 players in double digits. Luke Butler had 18, and Trenton Krager had 12. Upcoming schedule, Lumberjack Wrestling on the 29th and the 30th. They will be at the CV Duels at Clearwater Valley High School. And on the 30th, it'll be a quad match, Lumberjack basketball at Grangeville. JV girls at noon, varsity girls at 1:30, JV boys at 3, varsity boys at 4:30. That concludes our countdown to tip-off. Now they're going to have the national anthem, the starting lineups, and we will keep it right here. And hopefully we can turn up our crowd mic just enough to get that national anthem out to everybody out there listening or watching to the game. 16 seconds, both teams at their respective benches, talking to their coaches to get the final instructions. Lumberjacks in their home white uniforms, the Spartans in black and orange. Pretty sharp-looking uniforms. And get this out of the way now. Once they do come out to get the game underway, the Lumberjacks will be going left to right on your radio dial or on your screen. The Spartans will be going right to left. Todd Bitterman on the mic for the PA announcing. So we will be having the national anthem here in just a moment, actually right now.
That was the national anthem here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. Now we'll get the starting lineups for you. Starting with the Spartans. It'll be junior, 6'1" point guard, number 0, Travis Matthews. It'll be sophomore, 6-foot guard, number 2, Luke Butler. It'll be junior, 5'10" shooting guard, number 3, Jordan Nortz. It'll be number 15, a junior, 6'2" guard, Blake Barrett. And number 35, 6'4" power forward, sophomore, Jace Young, starting for the Spartans. They are coached by, well, I just had that, Kevin Wiley. And starting for the Lumberjacks, it'll be number 3, junior Coleman Ross. It'll be senior post, number 4, Randy Bechtel. It'll be junior post, number 13, Tristan Gentry. Senior guard, I believe, number 14, Brett Stansel. And number 23, senior guard, Eli Gibson. Lumberjacks are coached by Brian Chase. He's assisted by A.J. Bechtel. At midcourt to jump. Let me see, did I get all my starters in there? Yes, I did. Okay. It'll be Tristan Gentry going up against Jace Yount for the opening tip. Official steps into the midcourt circle. The ball is up, and it is going to be controlled by St. Mary's. Nobody really tipped it, though. Coleman Ross has it. Over to Bechtel, now to Gibson, back up the top to Ross. Lumberjack sets it up. Spartans look to be in a 2-3 zone. Dancel to Ross. Ross to the corner to Gentry, right side. Gentry picks up his dribble, goes up to Stansel, now to the left side to Gibson. Gibson drives, steps in, jump shot up, no good, and the rebound is going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by St. Mary's, so the Spartans will have possession. Lumberjacks into a 2-2-1 press. Spartans getting it in. In control is Barrett. He gets it across court to Butler, and we're going to get a steal by St. Mary's. Gentry, and they get it down to Gibson, who lays it up and good. Again, the press, and it's going to be Ross trying to get the steal. Can't quite complete it. Ball is loose, now tied up, and the Lumberjacks come away with it. Ross with the steal, gets the ball to Gentry, and Gentry hits the floor hard. Was he going up for the shot? No, it wasn't Gentry. Gentry did hit the floor, but it was Gibson that draws the foul. That foul goes against Jordan Nortz. It's foul number 1, and Gibson free throw line shooting 61% on the season. Gibson makes the first free throw. Cheerleaders. Second shot is up. It is good. Lumberjacks lead is 4-0. Lumberjacks into the press. The ball is going to be tipped up in the air. Turnover. I don't really know if that was they're going to get it to Ross. Ross, the underhanded layup. It is no good, but there for the offensive board and the putback is Eli Gibson, and it is a 6-0 lead for the Lumberjacks, and we already have a timeout taken by the Spartans. We'll be back.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreation facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
And And last update from Kenny Ozier was it's 27-27 tie at the end of the third over in Priest River with the girls game. Lumberjacks on defense, still in their press as the Spartans try to get it across the timeline. They do know it was thrown down, but as the ball was loose, it was going to be maybe an up for grabs ball that St. Mary's might have been able to come up with, but as that ball was loose, and Gentry gets a foul called on him. One foul against St. Mary's, one against the Spartans. Early first period, 6:45, 6-0 Lumberjacks lead. Spartans with the ball near midcourt. Travis Matthews controls. Lumberjacks look to be in a man defense. Spartans working inside. Some nice ball movement by the Spartans. They can't get the shot to drop, though. Tristan Gentry pulls down the rebound. They fed the ball down into Jace Yount. He couldn't finish it off. Driving from the left side, getting the ball stripped out of his hand was Gibson as he tried to work his way into the paint from the left side. The ball last touched by the Spartans. Gibson will inbound. Oh, lights just went out on one side of the floor there. They're gonna stop play for a minute there real quick while the light came back on all by itself. Into Gentry. Gentry has the ball near the high post. He steps into the free throw line and has to get the ball back out as he's stood up by the defense. Gibson's going to drive. He's going to be fouled as he works his way inside. That foul, I think, is going to be number 2 against Jordan. And it is. And that will send Gibson back to the free throw line. First free throw going to rattle home for the Lumberjacks. Gibson, like I said, 61% from the free throw line. Checking in for the Spartans is number 10, Tegan Marinello. Coming out with his 2 fouls is Jordan Nortz. Gibson lines up shot number 2. Lumberjacks up 7-0, and he makes that one. That makes it 8-0. Lumberjacks up. Again, Lumberjacks into their press. Spartans get it across the timeline. Nice ball movement. Lumberjacks almost get the steal. They can't get it, but Ross blocks the shot, and Ross with the rebound. Lumberjacks the other way. 3-point shot on the way by Brett Stansel, and Stansel buries the 3 from the right side with the assist from Ross. Lumberjacks up 11-0. 5:43 to go in the first period. Up top is Matthews. Matthews swings it around to Blake Barrett, and we're going to get a foul called against St. Mary's on the floor. I think it is going to be Eli Gibson's first foul, and it is. Spartans will inbound. Blake Barrett into the backcourt to Matthews. Matthews brings it up to the front court. Guarded by Gentry. Lumberjacks, again, I think they're in a zone as Gentry just switched off that guy. Spartans working the ball up top. Driving is Marinello. Tries to look inside. Ross with a hustle play deflects the ball out, but the possession stays with the Spartans. Driving right side, trying to feed it across to the low post was Matthews, looking for Barrett, and it's deflected out of bounds by St. Mary's. Gentry and Ross come out for the Lumberjacks. Grayson Sands and Colby Renner check in. 5:11 to go. First period. Lumberjacks up 11-0. Spartans with a drive from baseline. Shot is up. It's no good. And the ball is going to be loose as I think it was Bechtel Renner fighting for that rebound, and it goes out of bounds off of St. Mary's. So the Spartans will inbound from baseline. They bring it into Yount. Yount spins, puts the shot up. It is good. First bucket of the game is from Jace Yount for the Spartans. 11-2, Lumberjacks lead. Getting the ball down inside to Renner. Renner tries to go up strong underneath. Can't get the shot to go as the defense was there pretty strong, and the Spartans with the rebound. Travis Matthews, top of the key to Barrett. Barrett back to Matthews. Give and go to Matthews or to Barrett, and Barrett puts it up and good. 4 quick points for the Spartans. Lumberjacks. Gibson tries to, I think he's trying to get it to Bechtel, and it's going to be a turnover as Bechtel either wasn't expecting it or didn't know it was coming. St. Mary's into kind of a press this time. They're not really pressing, maybe more of a trap. As the Spartans do get it across, Marinello to the free throw line, backs it back out. Three-point shot on the way by Matthews. It is no good. Ball is going to be tipped away out of bounds by St. Mary's. Lumberjacks not securing those rebounds. Inbound to the corner. Back to the top. Going to get a three-pointer on the way by Barrett. It is no good. And the rebound goes to St. Mary's. Renner pulls it down. Gibson over to Bechtel. Bechtel down to the right or left corner to Stansel. Now back to the top to Sands. Sands over to Gibson. Gibson working right side. Lumberjacks working around the perimeter. Stansel left side. Drives into the paint. Shot is hard off the rim. It is no good. The rebound went to the Spartans, and I think that was a St. Mary's. They stripped the ball out of bounds. 11-4 Lumberjacks lead. 3:42 to go in the first period. Bringing it across, or controlling it right now, is Blake Barrett. Trying to get to the timeline, gets it across to Marinello. Marinello drives, tries to pick up his dribble, goes to the top of the key. Going to get a three-pointer on the way. It is up and good, and that is 7 quick points by the Spartans, and the Lumberjacks take a timeout. 11-7, Lumberjacks lead. They had an 11-0 lead, and they've seen that shrink to a 11-7 lead in a matter of minutes. We will just keep it here because I don't think it's going to be full timeout this early on. We will see. They didn't mark it down up there as what it was, so we'll see what they did take, as Coach Jace brings his guys down, sits them on the bench, and is giving them a pretty good talking to down there. I think it was a full timeout. As he is, I don't know if it was a full or not. Usually they put it up on the clock. They did not tonight, so I'm just going to have to I might just mark them down as timeouts and not worry about that. Anyways, both teams have used a timeout in this first period. 3:25 to go. St. Mary's leads 11-7. They led by 11-0 a few minutes ago, and the Spartans have been able to cut that lead back down. Tristan Gentry back into the game as Bechtel is out. Lumberjacks with the ball up top. Ross into Renner. Renner backs his way into the paint. Shot is up. It's no good. And Gibson ends up with the rebound because nobody went for it. And I think it was Gibson that put it back up and good. 13-7 for Jacks lead. And we're going to get an over and back call on these Spartans. Yeah, the defense, everybody backed away from that ball that Renner shot like it was a hot potato. Nobody went for the rebound. Everybody jumped away from it, and Gibson stepped in and grabbed it. Gibson has the ball, left wing. Takes the ball up top now, swings over to Sands. Sands working right side. Gets a screen from Renner to the free throw line. Little floating shot. It's up and good on the runner by Grayson Sands. Nice shot by him. 15-7, stretching it back out to an 8-point lead. Driving is number 15. His shot is going to fall in. That's Blake Barrett, as he, nice little head fake and drove into the paint, put the shot up and good. 15-9. Gentry almost has the ball stolen. He does get it out to Ross, and Ross, who I didn't see check in, buries the three-pointer. I'm going to give Gentry the assist. 18-9, Lumberjacks lead. Going to get a three-pointer on the way by Marinello. It is no good. Colby Renner on the rebound. And Lumberjacks have it. A cross-court pass to Gentry. Gentry drives, crossing from the left side. Shot is up, no good, but he is fouled and will step to the free throw line. Third foul on the Spartans, and that foul, I believe, is against number 35, Jace Yount, and it is his first, team's third. Gentry, 41% on the side. He makes the first one. Gibson comes out. Stansel back in. Renner out. And Bechtel back in. Second free throw is up and good by Gentry. 20-9, Lumberjacks lead is 11 again. Spartans facing Lumberjack pressure in the backcourt. They get it to Barrett. Barrett up to the top of the key, swings it to the right side. That is to, can't quite see a number yet, that is Thompson. Back to the top, ball is a bad pass. They're going to say they saved it back into the right side of the floor, but they save it to the Lumberjacks. Gentry comes away with it. Gentry's shot, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Priest River, and the Lumberjacks will inbound. 1:27 to go in the first, 20-9, Lumberjacks lead. Stansel into the corner to Gentry, now to the wing to Bechtel, now back to the corner. Stansel for three, that is short, and it's going to be a Spartan rebound. Spartans bringing it down the floor. Pass to the left side to Matthews. He head fakes, drives, tries to feed it across to Thompson, and it's going to just get past Thompson's hands. It's a turnover on the Spartans. 20-9, Lumberjacks lead, 1:09 to go in the first period. Lumberjack basketball live from Lumberjack Gymnasium on KOFE Radio on YouTube and also on the NFHS network. Into Bechtel. Bechtel down to Stansel, and Stansel cuts from the left side. Stansel with the little hook shot and the assist from Bechtel. 22-9, Lumberjacks extend that to a 13-point lead. Spartans working left side. Double teamed is number 3, that is Nortz, and they back it back out to the top of the key. Now they start a weave into the hands of Nortz, and now to Barrett. Barrett drives right side along the blocks, kicks it out to the corner to Matthews. Matthews to the free throw line. Shot is up. It gets his own rebound. He looks inside the Yount, and coming in with a big block is Grayson Sands as he blocks that out of bounds. Spartans will inbound, and miscommunication there between Matthews and I think it was Nortz as Matthews passed it to the sideline. Nortz cut up the floor a little ways, and it's going to be a turnover. 17 seconds on the clock. Grayson Sands controls for St. Mary's. Has it just on the Lumberjack side of the timeline. Takes it to the right side. Kicks it to the corner to Ross. Ross drives baseline. And it's a nice move by Ross into the paint. Puts the shot up and good at the buzzer. And the by 15 at the end of the first. It is 24-9. St. Mary's will be back.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back coming out of the end of the first period. Taking a look here is that we do have a substitution. We've got a couple of subs, as I think no Stansel, no Sands, as we have Elliott and Ledbetter on the floor for St. Mary's. I'll try to get you a lineup for the Spartans here in a minute. I know there's Matthews, Nortz, Barrett, Dylan Nortz, and Yount. Going to get a shot into the paint. Up and good by Dylan Nortz. 24-11, Lumberjacks up. Ball up top for the Lumberjacks. Into the hands of Gibson. Gibson going to drive. Gets the shot up, but it's partially blocked. Ledbetter with the rebound. I took the wrong person out as I've got Gentry, there we go. Get Gibson in there. Okay. The rebound went to Ledbetter. Ledbetter misses the first free throw. I think it's really his first time almost to the charity stripe this season, because I have no stats for Ledbetter from the free throw line. So he lines up the second one on the way. That one looks good, and it is. 25-11, Jacks on tops. Lumberjacks some backcourt pressure. Not quite their 2-2-1 press, but the Spartans do get it across. Barrett has the ball, getting a long three by Jordan Nortz, and he buries it from way deep. He was about 3 feet behind the arc. And we're going to get a three-point shot the other way by Eli Gibson, and Gibson puts it through. 14-point lead for St. Mary's, doubled up. Spartans have the ball. And we're going to get a foul call there. I think it's going to be against Gibson as he dove down there. That'll be Gibson's second foul. Gibson, actually, he'll stay in. Ross comes out. And no, Gibson is out as well as Grayson Sands checks in. 6:47 to go. Spartans with a long three. It is off the mark. Renner has the rebound. I didn't see Renner. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got the wrong players in there. Not the wrong players, but I don't have Renner. Colby Renner is in. Trying to see who is not in there for Lumberjacks. I've got to get this squared away. Shot is on the way. It's no good. Still by Renner. Renner's shot won't go, but he is fouled. That'll send Renner to the free throw line for the first time tonight. That foul goes against Nortz, his third. Renner is 80% from the free throw line, and he makes that one. Nortz will check out. Coming in for him is number 2, Luke Butler. Second shot away. It is good as well. I think that makes it a 16-point lead for Lumberjacks, 30-14. Bringing it down for the Spartans. Travis Matthews hands it off to Barrett. Barrett works away to the right side, out to the corner. Three-point shot on the way. It is short by Dylan Nortz. Rebound is taken by Brett Stansel. Stansel, top of the key. Swings it over to Sands. Sands, right side. Now to the wing to Stansel on the left. Back to the right to Elliott. Elliott for three, off the mark. Rebound taken by the Spartans. And a foul on St. Mary's. So some quick fouls coming from the Lumberjacks. And that foul is against Brett Stansel. That is his first. Looks like a timeout being taken by the Spartans. And St. Mary's was getting ready to make a substitution as I didn't see who was getting ready to come in. I did, but then I lost it. So we'll go ahead and just quick break.
When was the last time you had great Mexican food? I mean, really great. Has it been a while? Well, grab the kids and head to Casa de Oro for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro has fantastic burritos, tacos, and chimmies. Not to mention fajita and shrimp dishes. Little Johnny doesn't like Mexican food? Well, don't worry. Casa de Oro also has an American menu as well. Dinner and lunch a la fresca. Great service and margaritas with a kick. Casa de Oro, it's what's happening for dinner tonight. Casa de Oro on Golf Course Drive in St. Mary's.
And we are back. I think it was, well, the timeout is just about over. 2 timeouts taken now by Priest River, leaving them with, I believe, 3 timeouts. I'm pretty sure that it was Randy Bechtel getting ready to come in. Bechtel is in there. Renner is out with 5:50 to go in the first half. Lumberjacks lead 30-14. Lumberjacks, again, not putting on big-time pressure in the backcourt. Going to get a reaching foul against one of the Lumberjacks. That was Grayson Sands with his first foul. The Spartan player was trying, I think it was Marinello, trying to split the Lumberjack defenders, and Sands gets called for the reach. 6 fouls against St. Mary's, 5 against the Spartans. 5:43 to go in the second period. Lumberjacks up 30-14. Marinello has the ball up top for Priest River. Guarded by Elliott. Lumberjacks look to maybe be in a 1-2-2. I think they're in a zone. Gonna spin. Shot is up. It's no good. Offensive rebound to Yount. Yount goes back up strong. Can't get the shot to go. Grayson Sands pulls down the rebound, and then Grayson is going to lose the handle and turn the ball over. Got a bit cleaner than that. 30-14. Lumberjacks lead. 5:17 to go. Inbound into the paint. Get a little bit out of control, but the Spartans able to gather it in. Barrett for 3 from the right side, or left side. That is no good. Ball is bobbled around, out of bounds, off of the Spartans. Justin Gentry didn't get a big breather, as he's going to be coming back in. As is Ross, as Levitt comes out and Elliott comes out. With in the half, St. Mary's up 30-14. Gonna get a 3-point shot on the way. It's no good by Sands, but a beautiful putback on the offensive board by Gentry as he's sailing through the air to tip that back in. Spartans trying to work it down into the paint. And I think St. Mary's tips that out of bounds. And looks like the St. Mary's girls at the end of the fourth period finally are up 43-35 over the Spartans in Priest River. Inbound pass up to the top. And the ball is going to be deflected out of bounds by Stansel. St. Mary's up almost by 20. It's 18 right now, 32-14. Spartans have the ball. Up top, Barrett over to Butler. Butler hands it off to Matthews. Matthews drives right side to the corner. Going to get a 3 on the way by Butler. It won't fall, but Bechtel pulls down the rebound. I almost thought Gentry was accidentally going to tip that back in for him, but Bechtel able to pull it down. Bechtel up top, now to Stansel. Stansel directing traffic, goes over to Sands. Sands straight away, goes to Gentry. Back over to Sands on the right wing. Back to the top, Gentry. Gentry back to Sands. They're looking to try to maybe get it into the post, but pretty good defense inside. Zone deep by the Spartans, and we're going to get a foul. They called a foul against St. Mary's there, I think. Against Stansel. Well, no, maybe it wasn't Stansel. Maybe it was against the Spartans, I guess. They get the pass into Gentry, and he puts it up and good. Stansel does come out as Elliott in for him. Spartans with the ball. I thought they called the foul. I think it was against 15. Blake Barrett. Lumberjacks with the ball up top, or Spartans with the ball up top. Matthews over to Marinello, left side. Marinello going to drive, gets stood up, draws the defense out on him though, and he's going to get the pass in to Naden Thompson, who puts it up and good. 34-16. Driving is Ross. His shot won't go. Gentry with the rebound. His putback won't go. I'm pretty sure he pulled down the rebound. And his foul. That foul goes against Thompson, his first. 7th team foul. Ledbetter checks in for St. Mary's as Randy Bechtel comes out. Gentry to the free throw line. I believe he made his first two earlier, and he makes that one. Gentry lining up the second shot. That's on the way. That one is going to rattle in. 36-16. It's a 20-point lead for St. Mary's over the Spartans with 2:57 to go before halftime. Nice look. There is a Spartan player. That's Barrett. Gets down behind the Lumberjack defense. And it was an easy pitch and catch and a layup for the Spartans for Barrett as he put it in. Grayson Sands controls up top. Ross works right wing, left wing. Ross going to take it to the paint. Kicks it out to the short corner to Gentry. Gentry's going to drive. Tries to draw some contact. Nobody wants to come out and make that contact. He puts the shot up and in. Going to get a press. Lumberjacks get the steal as Gentry takes it away, and Gentry lays it up and good. Largest lead of the game for the Lumberjacks as they lead by 22, 40-18. Marinello kicks out to the corner. Shot on the way. It is no good. Offensive rebound, though, for the Spartans. They'll reset. Now it's going to be Barrett for a three. It is no good. Going to get a foul on the rebound as Justin Ledbetter pulls down the board. He draws the foul. I think, yeah, it is going to be one of them. It wasn't really a loose ball foul, as that foul goes against Naden Thompson, second. Sean Elliott comes out for St. Mary's. Brett Stansel back into the game. That'll send Ledbetter back to the free throw line, where I think he is 1 for 2 in the game. And misses the front end of the 1-and-1. The rebound taken by the Spartans. 1:55 and a bad foul coming the other way against the Lumberjacks. Gentry goes to the ground kind of dramatically. The foul was against Stansel. And it's 1-1 now as well for the Spartans. That'll send Blake Barrett to the charity stripe. It's the first time on the night for the Spartans to be at the free throw line. And the first free throw rattles in. Barrett with 10 points in the game. Gentry's going to come out for St. Mary's. Colby Renner in with 1:54 to go in the first half. Barrett sinks the second free throw. Who led in scoring last time for the, I'm going to have to look, I don't remember. Stansel had the ball. And timeout taken by head coach Brian Chase. And it is a 30-second timeout. We'll be back.
This is what most people's heart rate sounds like when they're getting their taxes done. And this is what a heart rate sounds like when you file at H&R Block. Because they have upfront transparent pricing, so you'll know the price before you begin. No need to sweat a thing. Oh, and that is the sound of my stomach demanding tactics. Upfront transparent pricing. Just another way it's better with Block.
And we are back as the timeout's getting ready to come to an end. I think leading scoring right now for the Spartans is Blake Barrett. I think he has 11 points. He did not have double digits the last game. The leading scorers last game was Luke Butler and Trenton Krager, and those two are both held scoreless. I haven't even recalled calling their names. I don't know if they're playing tonight. I have not seen them on the floor that I can think of. Lumberjacks with the ball up top. Swinging it around. Grayson Sands drives down to the short corner. And Grayson Sands with the pull-up jumper from the left side. It's up and good. It is a 22-point lead for the Lumberjacks. The Spartans try to work it down inside. It's going to get deflected by the Lumberjacks out of bounds. It'll stay with the Spartans. They'll inbound from baseline. Into the corner, or to the wing. Now to the top. He's going to pull the three as Marinello. It is no good, but they do pull down the rebound. So an offensive board for this pull-up jumper from the elbow by Butler, and it is up and good. As Butler, he is in. The one that isn't, I haven't seen is Krager, but that's Butler's first bucket of the game. 42-22. It's going to be Sands with a jumper. It's no good from the free throw line. The rebound to the Spartans. Sands almost gets a steal, but it's going to go out of bounds. Coming out is Justin Ledbetter for St. Mary's. Tristan Gentry in. Also coming out is Brett Stansel. Sean Elliott back in. 54.1 seconds on the clock. Spartans with the ball. Travis Matthews has it. Second quarter. Up to the top, over to Matthews. Back to the top. Long, deep three by Barrett is no. Rebound to Gentry. And he outlets to Ross as the Lumberjacks take it down. Gentry up top, little stutter, drives, and they're going to call the foul on the floor. Now that will send Gentry to the free throw line, it should, for the 1-and-1. Nope, double bonus time, so he'll be shooting two. It doesn't matter on the floor or not with that one. That is the third foul on Blake Barrett in the first half. So Barrett going to come out for the last 33 seconds of the first half. Gentry short arms the free throw, no good. I believe he was perfect up to that point. 4 for 5. Barrett comes out, Nathan Thompson in for the Spartans. Gentry lines up the next one. On the way, that one is good. Lumberjacks lead, 43-22. 21-point lead for the Jacks. Spartans have the ball. Matthews up to Butler. They start about a weave up top. Now they swing over to Marinello, right wing. 19 seconds. They'll play for shot of the half. Back to Butler. Butler over to Marinello, left side. Marinello tries to hand it off, but the defense is quickly there, so he drives the blocks. Dishes it out to Nathan Thompson, and Nathan Thompson makes it from the free throw line. Lumberjacks heave one at the buzzer. Not going to count that one in there. Grayson Sands misses everything. 43-24, Lumberjacks with the lead at the half. We'll be back with the halftime report.
Introducing the all-new 2021 Yamaha Wolverine R-Max 1000. The Wolverine R-Max 1000 delivers class-leading power and smooth performance thanks to its new powerful 999cc dual overhead cam 8-valve parallel twin engine featuring legendary Yamaha durability. The all-new advanced and heavy-duty suspension is designed to provide maximum articulation in low-speed situations, a balanced ride feeling when trail riding, and maximize dampening during sport driving. Visit St. Mary's Saw and Cycle today to see for yourself the all-new Yamaha Wolverine R-Max and realize your adventure. Always protect the environment. Wear your seatbelt, helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. Read the owner's manual and product warning labels before operation.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Is your rig's check engine light on? Idling a little rough? Time for an oil change. Maybe you need tires. Stop by Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros. Jim's Auto Repair can take care of your automotive needs fast. If you have a dead battery, Jim's Auto Repair and Tire Pros can set you up with a great AC Delco battery. Did we mention tires? Jim's Auto Repair is an authorized Tire Pros dealer and can get you a great deal on tires for your rig. Locations in St. Mary's and Plummer. Jim's Auto and 95 Tires. Give them a call, 208-666-0425, 208-686-0425, or stop by today.
Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite
invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guy's night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need. Blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet, to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware, the place to get the products you need and help you want all the time, every time.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in the responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Fuel.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Idaho. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we are back. Halftime. It is halftime. 43-24 Lumberjacks lead over the Priest River Spartans. Taking a look at the stats, it was a slow start for Priest River as they went down early 24-9 in the first period of play. They did start out the second quarter strong as up the lead to 3 or 4 at one point, but St. Mary's able to keep the pressure on as well, as Lumberjacks did still outscore Priest River 19-15 in that second period of play. St. Mary's and, let's start with Priest River. Priest River, 10 of 28 from the field for 35%. They shot 2 of 13 from three-point range for 15% and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. The Lumberjacks, 14 of 27 from the field, 51% shooting. They were also 50% from three-point range and 12 of 15 for 80% from the charity stripe. Lumberjacks about rebounded the Spartans by 6. They've got 16, and the Spartans with 10. St. Mary's with 6 offensive and 10 defensive. The Spartans with 4 offensive and 6 defensive rebounds. Going down the line of the numbers for the Spartans, 8 assists, 1 block turnovers, 6 fouls, 2 second chance points. Let me have off the bench. Let me see, I've got quite a 6 points off the bench, I do believe, for the Spartans. And then they're 2 points off of second chance attempts. For the Lumberjacks, they had 5 assists, 3 steals, 2 block shots, 2 turnovers, 6 fouls, 7 points off the bench, 8 second chance points, and 12 points off of turnovers. Individually for Priest River, leading scoring Blake Barrett, he has 11 for the Spartans. 4 points for Naden Thompson, 3 points for Jordan Nortz, and then 2 points apiece for Luke Butler, Dylan Nortz, and Jace Yount. Individually for St. Mary's, we've got 2 players tied with leading scoring. Tristan Gentry with 13, Eli Gibson with 13. Gentry also has 2 steals, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Gibson has the 13 points with 2 rebounds. Coleman Ross has 5 points. He has a block shot, a steal, an assist, and a rebound. Stansel with 5 points. He has 1 rebound. 4 points for Grayson Sands with a block shot and a rebound. 2 points for Colby Renner. Colby Renner has 3 rebounds. 1 point for Justin Ledbetter. Ledbetter has 2 rebounds. Randy Bechtel has not found the bucket yet. I don't even think he's taken a shot. He has not. He has 1 assist, 1 rebound in the game for the Lumberjacks. So that is a look at the halftime stats. We'll take a break and we'll come back with the second half.
Why should you get all of your prescriptions from your local Good Neighbor Pharmacy? Because over 100,000 patients per year experience serious complications from drug interactions. At Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's, your prescriptions are not only filled, but we double-check for such complications. You can trust our knowledgeable pharmacists for that extra personalized attention. You're not just a number to us. You are our neighbor. Bring all your prescriptions to Jack's, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Everyone knows that the timber industry is a huge part of our city. Working in the timber industry requires big equipment. Big equipment requires a special mechanic or custom machined items to repair. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's is your very own full-service, large equipment diesel mechanic that not only has a full-size shop, but also has a service truck that can come straight to you when you break down in the woods. If you're in need of big truck or big repair, stop Jake's Machine and Repair at 106 Homer Drive in St. Mary's, or call 208-596-8819. 208-596-8819. Jake's Machine and Repair in St. Mary's.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades, and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture in St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community staple and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Bennewash, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with a bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
And we are back just as we are getting set to start the second half of play. Lumberjack basketball on KOFE 1240. Also audio on our YouTube channel or on the NFHS network cameras right here in the Lumberjack Gymnasium. We welcome you in however you are catching the action here this evening. Waiting to see what we've got for starters. I think it's the original starters coming back on the floor for the Lumberjacks. I think it will be Ross, Bechtel, Stansel. There we go. Stansel, Gentry, and Gibson starting the second half, and it will be Matthews, Butler, Nortz, Barrett, and Yount, I believe, for the Spartans. They will switch directions of travel on the floor. Lumberjacks will be going right to left, Spartans left to right, and Lumberjacks will start with possession. Coleman Ross will trigger the inbound, gets it into Stansel. Over to Ross. Ross, right wing. Ross to the top, goes opposite side to Bechtel. Bechtel for three. His first shot of the night is off the mark. The rebound is taken by the Spartans, and they get it quickly down the other side. It is Nortz. Has the ball poked away, and it's going to go out of bounds off of the Spartans. It's a turnover on Priest River. 43-24, Lumberjacks up, 7:30 to go in the early third period. Ross with a little shake. Ross tries to do a little shake and bake, turns the ball over, and then Ross returns her as he steals it back the other end. Ross underneath to Bechtel. Bechtel shot has been good. Ross the assist. Bechtel's first bucket of the night. Spartans have the ball. Long three on the way. Nothing but net by Jordan Nortz from deep right side. Not quite the corner, but he was way out there close to the sideline on that three-point bucket. Nice shot by him. Lumberjacks try to answer it back as it's a shot by Stansel. It is no good. Bechtel had the offensive rebound and going to get a foul against St. Mary's, as it was a turnover on St. Mary's. A steal by the Spartans. Well, I haven't seen a foul put up on the board, so I guess it wasn't a foul. I think it might have been a jump ball, and the possession goes over to Priest River. I need to get rid of those turnover numbers there. Lumberjacks on defense look to be in a man defense here. Out to the right wing, into the hands of Butler. Butler down to the short corner. That is to Matthew. Matthew looks inside for Butler. His shot is up. It won't go. Coleman Ross with the rebound. Well, I think it was Ross. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Gentry. St. Mary's has the ball up top. Going to get Gibson inside to Gentry. Gibson faked the shot, drew some defense out, and gets the shot up. And I think we have an injured player for the Spartans as he goes off. That is Travis Matthews, called for a sub, as I think he did something to his ankle. Spartans will inbound. Lumberjacks pressing. 3-2 press, it looks like, full court. And the Spartans trying to get past that Lumber defense. They finally do as Marinello takes it down up to the free throw line, picks up his dribble, backs out to Barrett. Barrett tests the right side. Nice move, steps inside, shot is partially blocked. Rebound goes to Gentry. And Lumberjacks have it. Gibson, right wing, drives, shot is up, it won't fall. Stancil tries to tip it back in. And it will be an offensive board by Stancil and a foul as he's attempting to put it back in. And that'll be foul number 4 on Blake Barrett for the Spartans. That'll send Brett Stancil free throw line 50% from the charity stripe on the season. Renner and Sands going to check in for St. Mary's. He makes the first free throw. Ross Gentry goes out. Sands and Renner in. There was also some subs for the Spartans. I didn't quite catch who that was. One of them, I believe, is Jace Yount. Stancil short arms the next free throw. It is a rebound of the Spartans. 48-27, Lumberjacks are up. 21-point lead. Marinello drives the free throw line, quickly surrounded by 3 Lumberjacks, and they're going to call a jump ball. Stancil reaches in, grabs that ball from Marinello, tries to rip it out of his hands, but they call the jump ball before he's able to pull the possession over. The possession will still go to St. Mary's. Grayson Sands will control it for the Lumberjacks. Working the point. He's going to come up top, guarded by Marinello. Going to go over to Stancil. Stancil into a cutting Bechtel. Bechtel spins. His shot won't roll over and in. The ball is loose. And it goes out of bounds off of St. Mary's as Grayson Sands was doing everything he could to try to grab that loose ball. Grayson Sands, a hustler out there. He just plays 100% the whole game no matter what. He's always flying around. Going to get a tipped up ball by Stancil and a steal. And then Stancil turns it back over as it's a steal back to the Spartans. Quick short corner shot. It's going to fall in. And that was Butler from the short corner left side. 48-29. Oh, and I do not know who put that shot up in. Oh, maybe they got it into Renner. I'm going to credit it to. I do not know. I think there was an assist there. I looked down for just a second. I missed the action. Now we get a foul the other way against the Lumberjacks. Waiting to see who that is going to go against Renner. His first. Substitutions for the Lumberjacks as we get Bechtel, Stancil, Gibson off. And trying to see who's in there. Shot is on the way. It's no good. Elliott is in. Sands, Gentry, and Ross. Okay. Lumberjacks. That ball was a three-pointer missed, and it was tipped out of bounds by St. Mary's. This time Gentry gets the rebound after a three-point attempt missed by the Spartans. Give and go to Ross, or to Elliott. Elliott kicks it out to Sands. Sands can't get the three to go. The ball is loose, and they say the ball goes over to the Spartans on no rebound. 50-29. That's that unselfishness there that these Lumberjacks play with, as Elliott could have easily just tried to put that up for the layup. It might have been contested. He might have made it, might not have, but instead he kicks it out to Sands for the open three. Shot up from the corner by the Spartans. It is no good. Gentry pulls down the rebound, as I believe that was Jordan Nortz with the three from the right side. Going to check in is Dylan Nortz for the Spartans. Lumberjacks have it up to Elliott. Elliott drives, kicks it out to the corner. Sands is wide open. Short, though, on the three, but it's going to be Renner for the rebound. Renner can't complete the shot, and the rebound goes to the Spartans. Now the other way, there's going to be a kickball. I heard the whistle, and I seen a body line through the across the floor as Jace Yount goes to the ground for the Spartans, and there was no foul. I guess it was just a kickball by St. Mary's. Coming out for the Spartans is number 24, Naden Thompson, as Dylan Nortz checked. Marinello drives. He gets the defense sucked out on him, and putting the shot up and good is Jace Yount. And we're going to get a timeout taken by head coach Brian Chase. It is a full timeout. 50-31 Lumberjacks lead. We'll be back.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
And we're back. A dead even game here in the third period, as it is a 7-7 tie in the third. Lumberjacks and Priest River. St. Mary's is up, though, 50-31. Jacks shooting 45% from the floor. Spartans shooting pretty well themselves at 37%. And that's from the field. St. Mary's down to 30% from outside. The Spartans 18%. 66% from the charity stripe for St. Mary's, 100% for the Spartans. After the timeout, take a quick look and survey, make sure that we've got the right guys on the floor in my lineup for the stats. And we do for St. Mary's: Sands, Ross, Gentry, Elliott, and Renner. We've got Yount, Butler, Jordan Nortz, Marinello, and Dylan Nortz for the Spartans. Lumberjacks almost turned it over as Ross trying to flip that ball around his defender. The Gentry didn't get it before it goes back across the timeline. Gentry now directing track. He's looking inside to Renner. Renner backs his way in. Shot is long. Trying for the putback was Elliott. Elliott's putback did not go. Renner had a rebound. His putback wouldn't go. And then finally the rebound to the Spartans. Spartans try a shot from the short corner. It is no good. And Ross with the rebound. Now the Lumberjacks get the ball into Renner. Renner tries to go up strong from underneath. He's going to be fouled. Shot is no good. The foul goes against Jace Yount. That shows as his third. Oh, Renner's first free throw off the back of the iron and no good. Going to get Coleman Ross getting a breather. Gibson comes in for him. Ledbetter's going to come in for Renner after he shoots his next free throw. Well, after the next break. Renner's short arms that one. Going to get a rebound to Gentry, though. Gentry spins. His shot is long. Renner a rebound, and Renner is able to put it back up and good. So it took a little bit, but the Lumberjacks finally able to get a buck that possession. 52-31, Lumberjacks lead. Marinello controls it for the Spartans. Drives right side down to the baseline. Now backs it back out. Picks up his dribble. Flips it to the corner to Butler. Butler drives, and he's going to get tripped. And they're going to call a blocking foul against Gibson. Renner comes out, as does Gentry. Bechtel and Ledbetter go in. Inbound pass, Marinello just from inside wing. It is no good. We get a foul on the rebound. And that foul, I think, goes against Gibson real quick. And that is Gibson's fourth foul, and he checks out. Going in for Gibson is Stansel. 2:06 to go. Spartans have the ball up top. Into the hands of Nortz. Nortz looks into Yount. Yount quickly covered by three Lumberjacks, and he's going to go up. And then that many bodies down there, you're maybe going to draw a foul, and he does. And that will be that shows as Randy Bechtel's third foul. And I don't have him for 3 fouls, but Yount misses the first free throw. Second one on the way. It is good by Jace Yount. St. Mary's coming the other way. 52-30. Lumberjacks lead by 20. Sands, Euro step, kicks it out to the corner. You're going to get a long shot by Ledbetter. Ball is loose. Elliott able to corral it. Lumberjacks find Ledbetter underneath. Ledbetter's shot won't fall. Ledbetter got his own rebound. And Lumberjacks reset out to the corner to Sands. Sands' three is short. Rebound to the Spartans. Lumberjacks having trouble getting shots to fall. The Spartans in transition with a shot up. It is no good, but Stansel's going to be fouled. And that foul looks like it's going against Jace Yount, and that is number 4 on him. He will check out. Coming in for him is Naden Thompson. The Lumberjacks getting a lot of second chances down here, but they haven't been able to get any of them, not very many of them to count, I should say. Sands will bring it down for the Lumberjacks. He's working it up top, goes towards the right side, down to Elliott. Elliott, nice little stutter, gets his defender to blow past him, decides not to take the shot. Lumberjacks find Stansel. Stansel's shot won't go. Ledbetter with the rebound. Ledbetter goes up, finally gets the whistle, and he's going to be fouled. The shot was no good, but Ledbetter will go to the charity stripe. That foul will be number 3 on Naden Thompson for the Spartans. 4 of their players in foul trouble. Ledbetter misses that one. We've got Jordan North with 3 fouls, Blake Barrett with 4, Naden Thompson with 3, and Jace Yount with 4. Second free throw on the way. That one falls through. 54 seconds on the clock, third period. Lumberjacks lead 53-32. And we're going to get a steal by Sands as Marinello tries to get around his defender, and Sands picks his pocket from behind and takes it the length of the floor and lays it up and in. Spartans get it across the timeline, back to Marinello. Marinello up to the top to Nortz, Jordan Nortz, the opposite corner on the left side. Three-pointer is on the way, no good. And, I'm just going to call it an offensive board for the Spartans as they have control of that loose ball. Driving is Butler, kicks the ball out to the corner to Marinello. Marinello for 3, it is no good. Ball is going to be tipped out of bounds, last touched by St. Mary's. I think Grayson Sands was thinking maybe he was fouled as he was trying to pull that in. Inbound pass to the corner for the Spartans. That's to Nortz, Dylan Nortz. Now they back it to the top of the key to Jordan Nortz. He's working against Grayson Sands. He's going to get away from Sands, takes the 3. It is no good. And nobody gets that rebound, and that's how the third period comes to an end with St. Mary's leading 55-32. We'll be back with the fourth period of play.
Are your your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
If you have OCD, obsessive coffee disorder, then stop by Shift and Grind, located in the green building right across the street from Jack's Pharmacy. Shift and Grind is a proud Lumberjack supporter and has something for everyone. From regular coffees to lattes, mochas, and more, Shift and Grind will keep your day going. Try a Red Bull infused or Lotus energy drink if you're not a coffee fan. On Lumberjack home game days, wear your Lumberjack colors and get a discount on your favorite drink. Shift and Grind now has indoor seating. Shift and Grind open 5 to 6 Monday through Friday, 6 to 4 on the weekends. Shift and Grind, 132 North 1st Street, right here in St. Mary's.
Starting the fourth period, it is Coleman Ross on the floor for St. Mary's, along with Tristan Gentry, Brett Stansel, McMaster, and Renner. Going to get a shot up by the Spartans as they had the first possession. No good. Gentry with the rebound. Gentry has the ball over to Ross. Now to McMaster. McMaster left side. Back to the top to Stansel. Stansel to Gentry. Gentry drives. Shot is short. Gets his own rebound. Spins. Puts the shot back up and good. Lumberjacks lead 57-32. Marinello controls for the Spartans. Swings it out to Butler. Butler to the left side now to Nortz. Nortz gets some open space against Gentry with a nice little step back, and it's up and good from three-point range. Left side, Jordan Nortz with 9 points, all of them coming from downtown. 57-35, Jacks on top. It was a 12-8 run for the Lumberjacks in the third. Coleman Ross with the ball up top, works his way down the blocks on the left side, goes to Stansel in the corner. Now Stansel cross-court, a little bit hard on that pass, but it's Renner able to pull it in. Renner's shot won't go. Jumping in there to get the rebound was Ross, and then the Spartans tie it up. Possession goes to the Lumberjacks, or stays with the Lumberjacks. 57-35 is the score. Lumberjacks on top. St. Mary's will inbound. Into Stansel. Right wing, Stansel drives, looks inside to McMaster. McMaster spins and puts the shot up and good. Stansel with the assist. Spartans back the other way. 59-35, Spartans trail. Marinello with the ball, swings it over to the right wing. That is to Nortz, or left wing. Ball is almost knocked loose, but Spartans keep control. Barrett has it, and Barrett getting body bumped a little bit by Ross, and he's going to get called for the travel as Ross was putting some defensive pressure on him after he pulled up his dribble. Ross will bring it down for St. Mary's. Ross has it left side, guarded by Marinette. The top of the key to Renner. Now back to Ross. Ross into McMaster. McMaster back out to Ross. Ross drives. Dishes underneath to McMaster. Shot is up and good by Tanner McMaster. Ross with the assist. Marinello bringing it down. 61-35. Jacks on top. 5:40 to go in the fourth. Marinello working right wing. Goes to Barrett, top of the key. Now to the left side to Nortz. Nortz penetrates into the paint. Shot is up, and it's going to fall in. Nice shot by Jordan Nortz. That's his first 2 of the game. Now he has 11 points. A couple of players in double digits for the Spartans. We've definitely got Nortz and Barrett. Gonna get a shot the other way by Gentry. The shot is no good. Rebound being tipped around. I think Gentry finally was able to try to tip it back in. Didn't go. And the rebound finally to the Spartans. Stiff defense down there, and the ball comes off of Stansel, goes out of bounds. To stay with Priest River. We're going to a 5-on, 5-off, I think, situation just about as we get I think the lone upperclassman on the floor for St. Mary's right now is going to be Eli Gibson. Then you've got Jared Badgett, Trace Wicks, Tyler Renner, and I think it was Sean Elliott. Then a timeout taken by St. Mary's with 5:02 to end the game. Lumberjacks leading by a score of 61-37, and we will be back.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? All high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical Idaho high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
And we're back onto the floor for St. Mary's. It is sophomores. Let's see some younger players. Jared Badgett, sophomore Jared Badgett, Trace Wicks, and Tyler Renner. And then you've got junior Sean Elliott and senior Eli Gibson. 61-37, Jacks on top. Spartans will inbound from side court in front of the scorer's table. It's Luke Butler. He gets it into Marinello. Marinello takes it across. JC out on the floor for the Spartans as well. Now it's into Barrett's hand. Barrett working right side. Goes up against Gibson, and Gibson, I read some of the rules on how that works for fouls, and it looked like Gibson did everything right there, but they're going to call foul number 5 on Eli Gibson. So the upperclassman not in very long. With these guys, and we're trying to see who's going to go in for Gibson, and they're all lobbying for time in. Instead, they send Tanner McMaster into the game. Now Barrett to the free throw line for 2 shots. Gibson fouls out with 13 points. First free throw, no good by Barrett. He is 2 for 3 from the charity stripe on the night. Makes the second one. St. Mary's back the other way. 61-38, Jacks on. And almost a steal by the Spartans, but Badgett able to keep it to him. Badgett to McMaster. McMaster head fake. Shot. Oh, not. That one's off the mark. Rebound goes to the Spartans. It was a nice move by McMaster, but he put that one off the side of the backboard. Back the other way. Barrett with a nice move along the baseline. Shot is up and good by Blake Barrett. That is his 8th point from the floor, or from 2-point range. He has 11 points plus his free throws, 14. Badgett has the ball up top. Now to screen from McMaster up to the free throw line. Shot is up and good by Trace Wicks. 63-40, Lumberjacks leading. Driving is Barrett, and they're going to call a foul on Trace Wicks as he was body bumping Barrett all the way down the floor. That is foul number 6 against St. Mary's. 3:52 to go. Into the top of the key. 3-point shot on the way, and that is nothing but net by Jordan Nortz as he's got 4 from downtown. Lumberjacks back the other way. Trace controls. Now over to Elliott. Elliott up top. Now over to Renner. Renner picks up his dribble, looks for an outlet. Now he's going to go ahead and just hand it over to Badgett. Badgett still up top of the key. Now to McMaster. McMaster over to Wicks. Wicks over to Elliott. Elliott to Renner. Renner head fake. Free throw trying to shake his defender. Can't do so he gets over to Elliott. Elliott drives short corner. Shot won't fall for it. Rebound to the Spartans. They'll take it the other way. St. Mary's up 63-43. 3 minutes to go. Long, deep 3-ball on the way by Nortz. No good. Rebound goes to Elliott. Jordan Nortz has made some pretty deep threes tonight. He's a pretty good shooter from outside. McMaster, right side of the floor, now up to the top to Elliott, or to Trace Wicks. Gets a screen, but then gets the ball stolen. Driving it and putting it up and good is Tegan Marinello for his first bucket of the night. 63-45, Jacks up. Wicks going to try down the right side. Marinello all over him, gets it to Renner. Renner hands it back off to Wicks. Wicks reverses back to the top of the key. And now he's near the timeline. He's got to get it off to Badgett as they work it down to the back height. What I call a weave up top, and there's going to be a foul this time as a little too much body by, I believe it was Jordan Nortz with his fourth foul. Going out of the game is Luke Butler. Coming in is number 12, Connor Burns for the Spartans. I think it's his first action of the game. Lumberjacks have it. Wicks up top, guarded by Marinello. Over to Renner. Renner working right side. Kicks it back to the top to Wicks. Wicks working against Marinello. Marinello playing in-your-face defense. Now over to Badgett. Badgett right wing. Badgett trying to make a move, can't get around him. Wicks is going to get a nice three. It's off the front iron. It's no good. But Renner with the rebound. Renner with a little jumper. It is not going to go. And then we are going to get a rebound to the Spartans and a foul call. And they call that foul against the Spartans. I did not see exactly what happened. That is Jordan Nortz's fifth foul. He will foul out with 12, 13, 14 points on the game. He had 3 points in the first half, and he came alive for 11 in the second half, but he fouls out with 14 points. Checking in, I believe, was Dylan Nortz. Lumberjacks inbound to the corner to Badgett. One more foul will put the Lumberjacks to the free throw line. McMaster to Badgett. Badgett drives, gets the shot up, it won't fall. Elliott with the rebound, though, and Elliott puts it up at 65-45, back to a 20-point lead. No-look pass behind the back for the Spartans, out to the wing to Dylan Nortz. Now the top to Barrett. Barrett looks to penetrate, can't, so he kicks it out to Burns. Now back to Dylan Nortz. Nortz hands it off to Marinello. Now back to Barrett on the right wing. Three-pointer on the way. It is good by Dylan Nortz from the right corner. Gets the assist from Barrett, I believe. 54 seconds left. 65-48. Jacks on top. That was almost a foul by Marinello, but no call. McMaster has the ball up top. Now they look inside. Going to get a steal by the Spartans and a turnover on St. Mary's as they tried to feed it into Renner. Going to get Marinello. Looks inside to Yount. Yount lays it up and in for the Spartans. Jace Yount with 6-7 points on the game. 65-50, Lumberjacks lead. Lumberjacks just going to hold, and the ball and the clock is going to run out here as Lumberjacks improve to 13-0 on the season. We're going to go ahead and step away, and we'll come back with the post game.
Cold weather is coming, and 10th Street Lumber has what you need. From super premium pellets to energy logs and fireplaces, 10th Street Lumber will help you stay warm all winter long. North Idaho energy logs and stove pellets are the best of the best. 100% natural with no chemicals and burn cleaner, hotter, and longer. If you need a new stove, 10th Street Lumber is a proud Kuma stove supplier. Kuma wood stoves are made right here in Idaho and are some of the best on the market. 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's. Stop by today. Located on 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Chief Larry Nacarado wants to remind you that this time of the year, chimney fires are a common occurrence, but can be prevented. St. Mary's Fire Department wants to remind you that they loan out chimney brushes and rods for free. They do chimney inspections for free and will even come to your house prevention training for free. Don't neglect your chimney. Call St. Mary's Fire Department today at 245-5253. That's 245-5253. This public safety message from the St. Mary's Fire Department. Winter is here, and it's time to get your animals ready for the winter weather. Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's has what you need to keep all your critters comfortable in the cold temperatures. From trough heaters, straw, to insulated horse blankets, your animals large and small need extra attention just like you. So don't forget, while you're stacking your winter firewood, your furry family members need winterizing also. Also, don't forget the wild critters. Triple X Feed has wild bird food, deer feed, and game blocks. See Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's today, because winter ain't gonna wait.
Looking for some new winter clothes? Look no further than Timber Country and the Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. 75% off all clearance clothing, as well as 40% off winter fashion, 50% off winter jackets, and 25% off snow pants, gloves, and hats. Also, new spring fashion is a release. It's all at Timber Country and the Country Fair. Timber Country and the Country Fair on the Main Street in St. Mary's. And we are back to wrap this up as the Lumberjack varsity boys come away with a win 65-50 over the Priest River Spartans in a non-league matchup. And taking a look at the quarter-by-quarter scoring, St. Mary's outscores Priest River 24-9 in the first, 19-15 in the second, 12-8 in the third, and Priest River 18-10 over the Lumberjacks in the fourth, and that's how we get to our 65-50 final for the game. Taking a look at the stats, the Lumberjacks shot 39% from the floor, 25% from three-point range, 66% from the charity stripe. The Spartans 40% from the floor, 26% from three-point range, 66% from the free throw line. In the rebound and the rest of the stats, let's go down the Spartans first. They had 20 rebounds, 5 offensive, 15 defensive, 13 assists for Priest River. That's the most assists most teams have had against St. Mary's. 3 steals, 1 block shot, 13 turnovers, 10 personal fouls, and 11 points off the bench, 2 second chance points, and 6 points off turnovers. For the Lumberjacks, they had 39 rebounds, 21 offensive, 18 defensive, 10 assists, 6 steals, 3 block shots, turned the ball over just 7 times, 14 personal fouls, 22 points off the bench, 19 second chance points, 16 points off turnovers. Individually for Priest River, had Jordan Nortz and Blake Barrett both finishing with 14 points. And then we had 4 points for Lutler, 5 points off the bench for Dylan Nord, 4 points off the bench for Naden Thompson, 7 points for Jace Yount, and 2 points off the bench for Tegan Marinello. For the Lumberjacks, Tristan Gentry finishes with a double-double, 17 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 Eli Gibson with 13 points and an assist and 2 rebounds. 6 points for Renner. Renner also had 6. This is Cole Renner at 6 points and 6 rebounds. Bredel 6 points, 3 rebounds, an assist and a steal. Grayson Sands with 6 points and a steal. 5 points for Coleman Ross. Ross had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and a blocked shot. 4 points for Tanner McMaster. 2 points for Sean Elliott. 2 for Ledbetter. 2 for Bechtel. 2 for Trace Wicks. And that wraps up the game for tonight from Lumberjack Gymnasium. The next game for the Lumberjacks will be at Grangeville on Saturday. I am trying to work out the logistics if we're going to be able to make it up there in person or what we're going to have to do to get that game for you here in St. Mary's. Good luck as well to the wrestling team as they will be at the Clearwater Valley High School for the CV duels on the 29th and the 30th. I never did final update on the girls game, but I'm pretty sure they won it. It was a tenth of a second left on the clock, and the score was, I think, 43-35 in favor of the varsity girls. So I think they have their back-to-back wins from their league win on Saturday and their win over the Spartans in Priest River tonight. Once again, thank you for tuning in here on KOFE Radio or on our YouTube channel or on the NFHS network, and we'll see you back here for our next game. We're going to send it back over to the studio.